Hey everybody, what's up? It is Sunday, your Dungeons & Dragons for most of the family, the Dominion of Essalund. Hi everybody, how you doing? I don't even know what's happening over here. I just started the stream. I think what it is we've got some people in the peanut gallery who are giving us cues and stuff, and I think everybody's like, what's going on? It's great, it's good, it's their fault. I don't know, what did I do wrong?
No, it's peanut gallery.
A few things. First things first. I want to apologize in advance if we have some audio stuff. It seems that one of our mics is going out, so every once in a while you may get a burst of static. I apologize in advance if that's the case. I will work on getting that fixed. Probably means I'm going to have to replace a mic, so I'll get it done as soon as I can. But apologies if that's an issue. I'll try not to move too much because it's mine. A couple of other things. If you like what we're doing and you're saying, hey, this is a great D&D thing, there are a lot of ways you can support us and help us get a new mic to replace this thing. We do have a Patreon at patreon.com/heroesofawesome. We also have t-shirts that you can get at dftba.com/theweirdlings. And Black Friday sales going on. There's big discounts. You can get cheaper Heroes of Awesome shirts and stickers and things like that if you go to the store and check things out there. You can also, if you want to just throw $1 in the donation tin, you go for it. You just do what makes you happy, right? You do the thing. The main thing is that you're here, you're watching, you're telling your friends and having them come in and chat with everyone as well and being part of the family because we love having fun with these things. I'm going to dive in because there's a lot we got to cover. Over here to my right, I've got Birdie and Brandon. Say hi, Birdie and Brandon.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
I gotta get mine in quick because she's so much louder than me.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
It's not a judgment.
We just said we were all going to be nice to each other.
I wasn't being mean.
Hold on, get the spray. We're going to cleanse the air real quick.
You bring pep, I bring...
Just spray this in his face.
Yes, it'll be fine. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to cleanse the area around here.
There we go.
We're going to cleanse... What's going on?
We're not what?
We're not live on Twitch.
Aww. What?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second, y'all. This is, I'm going to have to... Hold on.
We're still hosting.
What is Twitch doing right now?
Oh, yeah. But as long as you already have it, they're not going to take it away.
Well, it should automatically unhost.
Is it? I've used it. I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, other than the fact that it's always pretty shitty. But.
It got knocked off what?
They took it off of the Roku store, so you can't download it anymore. Amazon has severed ties because, well, the theory is that they're going to release their own type of... Or they want to make it specific to the Fire Stick.
Which is
horrible. Which is horrible. Very sad.
You said some words.
Technological
Yeah.
fire stick.
Yeah.
We're talking about important things.
So those of you in... What
TV
are we all on?
YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Everything but
YouTube
Twitch?
and YouNow and Periscope.
Other things I've never heard of?
Facebook?
I know Facebook.
Yeah, there you go.
I know Facebook. I'm living under a rock.
Man, Facebook's so old. Are we on MySpace?
That's the big question.
I don't know. Can you live stream on?
Can you live stream on Friendster?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not know a lot about that.
I've never been on Friendster.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Are we on LinkedIn?
I do need a job.
I had a work colleague tell me that I should put what we're doing here on my LinkedIn profile.
You totally should. You totally should.
People can say, I'm like, what?
Yeah, totally. This is a
People are
professional
interested
thing.
in you as a person. Yeah.
All right,
Hi,
we're
Twitch.
up. Hi, Twitch. Sorry about that on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, we just now went live. Sorry about that. A little techie stuff. You missed all the good things. No, you didn't. I'm coming right back now.
You missed the best part.
Let's get started right now. Over here to my right. We said this a minute ago, but hey, Birdie and Brandon.
I got nothing this time.
The zing has
Birdie's not saying a
I'm
word.
giving you your chance.
The zing is on.
Did you cleanse the air?
He did.
It smells so good. This
know.
stuff, I'm stealing this.
You smell delicious.
Because that's
Good.
amazing.
Wait.
What?
Who made this?
It's everyday ritual company. If you're into like witchy crystal cool stuff, it's called Palo Santo spray, and it's for like
cool.
good energy. You can like spray it, or if you're stressed, you can like spray it and take some deep breaths. It's really
Oh God, you
Oh,
did that
the
for stress
sounds.
too?
yeah, it's like
Oh,
just
God,
good for
a
anything
gallon.
like negative or
Give me that.
cleansing. Like it's good. Yeah,
Dump it over my
bathe
head.
in it.
I'm
Oh,
cleansed.
ASMRs. It tinkles.
It does have good. There's a amethyst and quartz in the bottom.
Oh,
so.
what is
All right, everyday rituals, something we have to do. Hey, while we're talking about it, over here to my left, I've got Amanda and Kristen. Hi. They're cleansing and giving us positive energy and everything like that. Over doing the voice of God tonight is Melanie. Say hi, Melanie.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Enchanté.
Nothing? Okay, cool. Over in the back, we've got Actor and Elizabeth running the board and working the sound. So big thanks to them for doing all the amazing things that they do. There was something else I needed to talk about, but then I got distracted by Twitch not streaming and everything like that. So I've totally forgotten what it is. I do want to say this. The 100th episode of The Heroes of Awesome is December 3rd. Right here. We know that. You can check your Slack.
Well, I saw it was a thing, but I was trying not to be rude and check Slack during stream.
Oh, no, it was, anyways, whatever.
For Christmas, we need to get Mark a shirt that says, check your Slack.
Check your Slack. Check your Slack.
You need to get on Slack.
Why don't you go Slack? Where we got stuff? December 3rd. So in 2 weeks, the 100th episode of The Heroes of Awesome is going to be right here. We're working on doing some fun and exciting stuff that will celebrate the fact that you guys have been sticking with us for 3 years while we've made all these shows going on. So make sure you show up for that. We're going to try to have a lot of fun. We may give away some fun and exciting things. Who knows? But you're going to have to show up to see for sure. So be here in 2 weeks for the 100th episode. This is episode 90. The next War in Scarlet will be 99, and the next Essalund will be 100. What
day is that?
Easy. Sunday?
December 3rd.
December
Oh,
3rd.
hey, Sunday, December 3rd. Hey, I see what you're doing now. I get that you're doing a different thing now. I get it now.
Okay. Yay!
So be here for that. Right now, though, we've got a lot to get started with, and I'm wondering, Brandon, do you have a recap?
I do.
Ooh, let's hear that recap.
Had one ready last week, actually.
Oh.
And I forgot. The Heroes of Awesome in the Dominion of Essalund. Brave adventurers united first at chance, then bonded by friendship and a desire to stop the evils creeping across the land. Malibu Barbarian, our human barbarian, keeps a great axe in her handbag for those moments when you just need one. She loves her dogs, dressing for the occasion, and murdering bad guys. Ara Nilo, the team's elf wizard, is always searching for just the right spell to roast some baddies, protect her somewhat vulnerable skin, and help us figure out what the hell we're doing. Bucks Dumbcough, the lucky human gambler with a heart of and a strong desire for gold. He's actually a cleric of the luck goddess Timora, but he still thinks lightning just strikes people he doesn't like. And Ilaria Shadowfair, the most recent addition to the team, wickedly adept at using daggers on her foes. Though the world doesn't trust her, she's proven she's a true ally. Together, they're the Heroes of Awesome, and they live in a world where danger lurks in every corner. Before a brief interlude of mind flayers, poo monsters, and chicken catching, the Heroes of Awesome were exploring the eternally storming Isle of Despair known as the Wailing in search of answers. Why was the undead attacking Essalund in increasing numbers? Who was behind this increase in zombie pub crawls? Turns out, it's a damn vampire. The Shock team had been preparing for a Lich. Well, not so much preparing, so much as dreading. But they didn't pack any wooden stakes or recruited any buffies. If the strange Wailing resident who wishes only to be referred to as friend or Hank is being truthful, they're about to walk into a den swarming with bloodsuckers. There's 106 miles of vampires. We've got full spell slots. Had some weird potions, dark out, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Nice.
Nice. It was very nice. It was good. I'm
Like
glad that you...
I love a Blues Brothers reference.
It's like no one's going to get it.
I got it.
I am just really glad you reminded me what you decided his name was, because I could not remember what.
I wrote it down, Hank.
Hank, I love it. His name is Hank.
Hank the friend.
Hank the friend.
Hank the friend.
She comes.
Is it still going right now?
Yeah.
We might need to do that. This is why Patreon's important, y'all. This is why Patreon's important. I will say too.
Here, do you want? You probably need a clippy one. Like one of us can hold that.
A
one.
wireless would be cool if
Yeah.
you guys wouldn't mind doing the
Here.
hand. That would be awesome. So we're gonna switch me to channel 2 instead of channel 3.
I feel like a game show host.
Yeah.
I think you have to talk right into the center.
Yeah, it has to be like.
Yeah. Yeah, that one you really have to talk straight into it. If you talk over it, it won't pick you up.
Okay.
Just project a little.
Yeah.
He's so mean.
I'm not.
We need more spray.
I know.
We need more spray right now.
Spray it in his mouth.
Can I have the pack because I'm getting stressed with it?
I don't know what this is.
Oh no, you're wired. I'm sorry, I thought we were wireless. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Hold on a second, guys.
Well, I have a question while this is happening.
Hey, what's the question?
Would you allow Kinder in the campaigns?
Ooh.
Either of you?
Well, I don't know what Kinder is.
They are like little folk from Dragonlance. They're smaller than most any other, and they're good at being thieves and rogues. And I would.
I don't see why not, as long as they've got... I mean, I'm assuming that's going to be in one of the expansions, like Gold.
Yeah, I want to see like official rules
Yeah, I
for
want
it
to see
before I allow
I
it.
don't like when people publish their homebrew stuff.
Oh, here's my homebrew. Awesome, powerful god being.
Yeah, it's the best. I don't like that so much. But yeah, if it's in gold or something, I got good character stats.
I'm even really shy about unearthed arcanum stuff. It's just like, needs to tighten that up a little bit before.
Yeah. Now, I mean, having said that, Unearthed Arcana Ranger right there. I'm just saying.
I like to be rebellious.
She is. Okay, let's dive into this. When last we left, you all were talking to Hank, and Hank gave you some potions. And these potions would obscure you from the evil within the lair that you were approaching. I know,
As long as we stay in the shadows.
Unless you're in sunlight. If you're in sunlight, if you're exposed to sunlight, then it will cancel the effects of this potion.
That's what I said.
Well, light and sunlight, two different things. It's very important. Anyway, so you guys, you were leaving Hank's. You were heading to the entry. Let me pull this out to remind all y'all where you're at.
I'm gonna haul out my jug. I'm gonna whisper a sweet word into it, and then I'm gonna have a drink.
What is it? Bourbon?
It's bourbon.
Totally bourbon.
I smell it and I take a pull and toss it back.
Right
We're gonna need it.
on. Yes, I am not going into this
Liquid
completely
courage.
sober.
Okay, well, let's back up. What are we really trying to do?
We're trying to find Hod Belrich
Why?
because he's the main vampire person.
But what is why? Why do
So
we
we're
need
going
to see
inside
him?
to do recon
Because-
and to observe.
yeah.
We don't want to like attack him head on or anything right now because he's scary and there are lots of vampires. So we're trying to be undetected, go inside and figure out what's happening.
Okay, and we also know that he has a special lady friend inside that place.
That's not a
There's
vampire.
there's one other person.
There's a human. She's a human. Okay.
And there's a large light bright in the center of the base.
So we're just there to observe, right? We're not
For now,
picking
yeah.
fights.
No.
Yeah, he
No.
recommended that we strongly that we
Because there's like more than
engage, if I
100
recall.
fledglings.
Pretty sure.
Okay. Yes. All right. Cool.
Okay. You make your way...
Another drink.
You make your way towards the road that you found before, and the road leads on up this hill, so you're getting to the top of this huge plateau within the middle of the Wailing. As you get on the road, you do notice as you get closer and closer, things take on a much more sinister note. You see trees that have fallen, you see some trees that have just died. There's a gentle fog that starts covering the ground in a light mist. You hear activity down the road, and you do see, as you're traveling down the road towards, you do see spawn off in the woods doing things you're not entirely sure what. You just see the figures, vampire spawn.
Are they walking? Are they running?
They are walking. They seem unconcerned by your presence.
Are they carrying anything?
Hard to see because these are in the woods. Now I will say that farther on ahead you do hear a decent amount of sound of activity. Unclear what it is from where you are, but farther down you definitely hear a lot of activity farther down the road.
Let's go there.
Let's go to there.
Drink.
He's gonna make you guys roll for Constitution.
I'm only
too.
taking sips.
Me too.
No. Stop it.
Totally just sipping on jugs of stuff. You make your way farther down the road and you see more activity. And as you go farther down, the trees themselves have all died. You hear none of the signs of life that you may have heard outside. You see nothing but the ruined remains of any form of life. And
is that an Xbox controller?
that is exactly what that is. You find an Xbox controller in the middle, a giant Xbox controller. If you get the correct combination,
Up, down, left, right, BA, select start.
vampire dies, you win. Congratulations!
Konami!
No. In the distance, you do see a large manor house. And in front of that, you see a number of figures moving around, and it appears as if they're working. You're a little too far off to see, but you can, if you want, continue to approach and see what's going on.
Are they singing a jaunty tune?
They are not singing a jaunty tune.
Yo.
I hope it's off to
Definitely
far
not.
we
I mean,
go.
you could sing a tune if you wanted to and see what happens.
We're invisible to them. Do they hear us?
Yeah, can they hear us?
Yeah, what
Good
these
question.
potions are we just completely undetectable?
What he told you was that you were obscured from the evil within.
Okay, so they shouldn't be able to hear or
From-
see us at all.
See, this is
Evil.
Xbox evil.
We can... We'll experiment.
Oh.
And what time of day is this, by the way, since we're working with limited, we can't be in the sunlight. What's our time frame that we're working with?
That's a really good question because you haven't seen the sun since you've hit this island.
It's been storming nonstop.
That's right.
We've slept. We've rested.
Yeah.
This is
But
a-
there's
don't
that
know, it
one
could be like
beam
daybreak
of
time.
Yeah,
light.
there's
I
a
will
ray of
say, you
sunshine.
can see in the distance, back around where the manor is, you do see a thin beam of sunlight.
Like a sunset or a sunrise?
It is more like a thin beam of sunset or sunlight coming through the clouds.
Broke through the
Outside of that, hard
Okay,
to tell you what
okay.
time of day it is.
So you said we are concealed from the evil within. If there were to be someone not evil, would they find us or see us?
That would make sense.
The slow-witted janitor. Hey, guys.
Well, like maybe the lady's not evil or someone's a captive. Like,
That would make
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
If we're only protected from evil. If she wasn't evil, then
Yeah.
she would see us.
okay.
That
I
does make
just-
sense.
So
So what
if
if
someone
she's
sees
evil?
us, we need to tell them to shut up real fast.
You just go like this.
I'm gonna kill you.
Shut up. You're dead. You're
That
dead.
would actually probably work.
All right, so...
Onward.
So
Yes.
did we figure out what the commission was about?
Well,
Just
the noise
They're
you
just
heard was
working.
them working. It's still, like I said, they're a little too far off for you to tell exactly what they're doing, but if you continue to approach, you can probably see what's going
Let
on.
me continue
Okay,
to
well,
approach and see what exactly they're doing.
Okay, are you trying to be stealthy or are you just walking down the road? How are you handling this?
Oh man,
We're probably-
I don't like that question.
We're being conscious of our
Yes.
surroundings so we don't like bump into somebody.
Okay.
or-
Definitely
Alright.
sticking to the not the beaten path
A
necessarily.
little off the road, a little off the road, maybe not right in the middle of the path. Okay, you do approach, and as you're approaching, you get closer, and by God, if a spawn doesn't show up right there next to you, you can just walk straight past.
Hey guys, I think it works.
The spawn looks around. No.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Oh God! Well, that was a bad idea. Oops. As you get closer, you actually notice that there's a decent number of spawn out in front, and they seem to be milling wood.
Question: are they dressed as if they are of a civilized nature, or are they like bestial, naked, running around?
They're definitely not what you would call just a beast of the wild out to destroy everything. There's a purpose for what they're doing. There is a method for what they're doing, and there's a level of skill with what they're doing as well.
So you'd say they're wearing clothes.
Yeah, they're wearing clothes.
They're just all nude.
What kind of clothing are they wearing?
It's a varied different clothes.
Okay.
Some of it is
I was under the
nice.
impression that all vampires wore a velvet jacket.
me too. Capes,
It's fair.
Well, all vampires may.
But
Ooh,
these
but
are
not the
vampires.
spawn.
but not the spawn.
They just get
so
velvet bow
gross.
ties.
It's like they're slimy.
Just so you know, before the stream, I accidentally called them vampire swans, and I thought that would be a much better episode.
You should start a band.
There's just like a moat around the castle.
Yeah, so just a bunch of vampire swans.
Or
honking.
vampiric talking loofahs.
Or vampiric talking loofahs. All right, you've gone up and you do see that there are a lot of spawn out here. They do seem to be milling wood. There are some people that are cutting, looks like they're cutting into large planks. There are some people who are taking the planks and taking them inside the actual manor itself.
Vampires were allergic to wood.
That's what I thought too.
Only when it goes in their heart.
But those aren't vampires.
But what if they're like breathing the
Then it goes
wood?
into their lungs.
Yeah,
They're building an immunity.
Cause it irritation, right?
Only if it goes in their heart.
I mean, they sleep in caskets, don't they?
Yeah.
So that, I mean.
Okay, good point.
I think they're doing some redecorating.
So.
It's time for us to do some
Is there anything like noticeable about the wood itself? Like, does it look like it's anything other than average? I can see really good, so I would know.
You know a lot about wood?
I know a lot about pine wood.
You know so much about wood.
What is that?
I've spent a lot of time with wood.
Mahogany? Well, what should you check?
I'm gonna explore.
Probably my intelligence.
Probably your intelligence? Of course you want to check your intelligence.
For me, you should check my strength.
Of course.
For chopping purposes.
How about let's do a perception check first and let's see what's going on with that.
Sorry, I'm all unorganized right now.
Jeez.
That would be 17.
17? You know, you're not too versed in the intricacies of wood. It is pretty clear that this is not the same kind of wood that you're seeing in the trees on this island.
Okay, special wood. Interesting. Where are they getting it from?
Well,
So
they said
they're-
that ships
they're-
are showing up, right?
Oh, so they may be like dropping them off.
Yeah.
So they're milling the wood there, but it's not wood they've chopped in the area. These aren't like, they don't have different trees just in this one spot, right? This is just wood they're working with, not cutting down trees in this area.
You haven't seen them cutting down any trees.
It's a non-native
dead.
species
Yeah.
to the island.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to know if...
No?
Yeah.
You're great.
Definitely
It was
looks
just,
different.
Can
yes,
we
it definitely
tell
looks
if the trees within this area that we're in are the same type of wood that this wood is?
It looks different.
it looks different.
It looks different. Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure they don't have some like random weird trees in this special
To be
section.
clear, everything around here, all the trees are dead and rotting, and this is not a, yeah.
Not those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I want to go inside.
Yeah, can we like, is there what is when we're looking at this house, is there like windows? Is it like the doors, people coming in and out? Is it like
The manor house itself is huge and extremely tall. It also looks ancient. You see a lot of windows and such along the sides. All of them have either been bricked over or boarded up in some way. So from the outside, there is no way to look within the building itself. It is probably, if you were to guess, it's about 50 feet tall.
Do we see the bright light?
You see a shaft of sunlight that is hitting somewhere, but you can't really tell where.
Somewhere near the building and not off in the distance.
Right.
We should see where that approximately is, so that
We know where to go.
Yeah, we know the
agree.
sources.
You want to circle the manor?
Circling the manor.
Look for a point of egress.
Okay. So as you approach the manor, you do see two sets of double doors in the front. As you work your way around, working around the side, it is the exact same thing you've seen before. Any windows or anything like that have been completely bricked. It is almost like a cube, almost, as far as the manor house goes. As you circle around, you do notice the light seems to be hitting somewhere within the manor itself.
But can we kind of like triangulate
Like
where?
center,
Like, is it
right
off to
left?
one side?
It is more like the center.
Okay.
Kind of hard to tell exactly where it is, but it's probably more center. From walking around, you can tell that it's about the middle of the house-ish.
Cool.
Maybe a little off, but you know.
Okay.
So would we dare try to get in?
Yeah, I think we need to find a way to get in.
Hold on. Glug, glug, glug. Ready.
Oh boy.
All right, so you're walking around the front again, I'm guessing? How are you going to try to get in?
That's the only entrance that we found.
You've only found the 2 doors at the front of the manor house.
Okay.
Well, I feel like my
Really?
safety net is if there's a keyhole, which I'm assuming there would have to be. I can get us in.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I mean, is there any kind of investigating I could do to try to see if there's like a cellar door, like a hidden door somewhere around there?
You can try, sure.
The vampires are going to see that.
What exactly are you looking for?
So I'm looking to see if there's any. I'm looking to see if there's any door that might be
shimmy with
either a cellar door that's like covered with branches or rocks or anything like that, or I have Skyrim in my head where they have the the little random doors that are hidden in the ground and stuff.
Sure. Give me a perception check. 19. You, as you're walking around with everyone else, you are kind of kicking around the grass, maybe stepping a little bit off the manor itself, going through these areas. You don't find anything other than dead twigs and the occasional skeletal remains of rats or bats or other small creatures that, for whatever reason, are dead and consumed in some fashion. Yeah, that's a great place. So you're at the front of the house. The spawn are still milling. Some people coming in and out every once in a while, moving things back and forth. How are you going to try to get in?
I think we just wait until somebody approaches the door and just try and follow them in.
Okay. All right.
We might not be able to do all 4 of us. I think we'll just maybe 2 at a time.
What if we're invisible and we have to walk by and we slap a log out of its hand so that it...
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll like really quick so it'll have to stop and pick everything up.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, or trip him. We'll trip him.
You can trip him?
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. So who's going to be doing the tripping first of all? Just so I know what's going on.
You're drunk, you should do it.
Should he?
Or I'll do it if you don't want to.
I can do it.
I have faith in you.
I have faith in
This
you
is your
too.
time to prove that you're not a weak bitch when it comes to drinking. And I say that to him.
I am not a weak bitch.
Right, well, let's see if you can do this without fucking it up.
Oh, man.
Consider this done.
All right, how are you going to do this, Bucks?
I'm going to trip them.
Yeah.
I'm just going to trip them.
I shall trip them.
All right, are you going to trip somebody coming out, coming in, like carrying stuff? Anybody in particular you're
I'm going to
looking
wait for the door to be open.
Okay.
And I'm basically just going to like dive, tackle the guy's like knees out from under him, and quickly roll out of there and then run inside.
So
A little more aggressive than I had hoped for.
Maybe, maybe I should do this.
I got it. I ain't no weak bitch.
Oh, man.
Okay, give me...
Hold my jug.
All right, give me a constitution check.
You got this.
That's a number.
That is a number of some sort.
15.
15. All right, now give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Athletic as fuck.
Where is my athletics? Nope. Just strength. 17.
17.
Nice.
All right. So you keep an eye out for some of the spawn coming in and out, and you do notice one that is carrying some planks into the building itself. Seems a little uneven. You see your chance. So as he's walking forward, you dive at his legs, hitting him square. Knees buckle underneath, falls backward, planks crash to the ground, and you roll away as the noise and commotion attract all the attention of everyone around. The door is open.
We go in.
Run. I'm just kidding.
Going in, as you go into a large, well-lit foyer, you do hear a lot of commotion and confusion behind you. The doors slowly shut behind you as you come in.
We're in card.
That's a big one.
Give me the gem.
Oh God, we have more covered squares.
All right.
These are big ones.
You guys are down there. And I do want to break this bad boy out. Birdie came in today.
Oh, look at that.
Is that a big back scratcher?
Yes, it's a big back scratcher. This is one of those awesome things you can use in crafts tables to move things around so we don't all have to go crazy and do all this stuff. So thanks, Birdie. Appreciate that, Birdie.
Because getting up in D&D, not our thing.
No, getting up and all that is crap. As you're in here, you do see, and these are all going to be vampire spawn.
Oh.
I wanna explain something real quick because this, you're going to see this throughout what you're seeing. What you're seeing on the map is in front of you, you see a large lantern hanging on the wall. Mm-hmm. The lantern gives off bright light at a 15-foot radius. It gives off dim light at a 45-foot radius. So what you're seeing here is anything the map has yellow on, you can consider being either bright or dim light. Anything without the yellow, you can consider it being dark.
And we can't see it in the dark.
You can't see in the dark, no. And you do see, again, like I said, vampire spawn.
2 of us can see in the dark. Yeah. Or farther.
True story. Yep. Yeah, so that's what you're seeing. There's a lantern ahead of you. You do see the bright light. You do see some bright light spilling out from the edges of some walls up ahead of you. But you're in a large foyer. Over to your left, you can see that there is one door. And in front of you, you see right, let's see, it's here, 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 and here. Hallways that you can go down.
Is the door open to the room on the corner?
No.
Are there doors in any way for the hallways, or that's just open?
It's just open, yeah.
Yeah, we should maybe look the hallway. You want to try the one in the middle? Since that's where we were thinking the beam of light is coming or going to.
Well, there's hallways
On the side.
here. They're on the side.
Oh, they're not in the middle.
This is the
Okay.
wall right there.
I say let's just pick a side and go.
You want to go to the right?
Sure.
You can circle around.
Sounds good. First instinct.
Can I go to the right?
Let's do it.
All right, so there are 2 hallways you see. There's one slightly to the left, one slightly to the right. They're very close to each other. Want to go down the one on the left or the one on the right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's a big post-it note.
I know, right? I happened to find some of these I used at a conference. All right. Oh, here we go. Winnie, this thing.
I'm
This
scared
is
of
great.
that thing.
I love
Like
it.
this is gonna.
Hey, oh, no.
I'm just like I
You gotta go,
refuse.
man. You gotta go.
Oh, help me out there, Grissom.
Run into the
here.
vampire.
Help me out there, little Grissom.
I got you.
All right, so you head down that hallway, and you do see that there is another doorway up here, and you do see that it continues on, since you have that good eyesight that you have, into a larger room that opens up.
What kind of glue do those things have on them?
Just post-it notes.
Jeez.
To the left, you see double doors right there, and this is a jerk. So we're gonna leave it right there.
Lives there now.
It lives there now. And farther down, you see a doorway here. So you see double doors, door.
Are those double doors open?
No, they are closed.
All the doors are closed.
Farther down here, you also see more spawn.
What are they doing?
Some of them are carrying wood,
Well, there we go.
and some of them are walking out towards the entrance,
Which
should follow
direction
one-
are the wood carriers going?
towards the back of the manor house.
Should follow.
That's a good call.
Yeah. So let's try and.
Are any of these bros doing the wood?
Yeah, these guys right here have some wood.
And which direction are they heading?
They're headed back towards the back of the manor.
Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
We have a plan.
You hang back behind them. You see this one open a doorway, disappear in, open a doorway, disappear in.
Are the doors slowly closing, or is it like a slam shut?
It's a slow close. It's not
Okay.
spring loaded.
Yeah. So
Quickly hurry in.
We're on their heels.
Okay.
Like wax somebody with these.
So
We're in the Oh, just knocked them right over.
You walk in the room and you see the two spawn that you were following heading towards the back. You also see tables scattered around. You notice even in the, well, actually, you two give me a perception check.
Look what they're specialized.
23.
There you go.
23.
8.
23 and 8. You notice, Ilaria, that these tables are very old. And you notice that some of them are stained in a deep, deep red. You also notice there are spawn around some of these other tables. You see them huddled around the tables. Hard to kind of tell what they're doing, but they're huddled around these tables.
They're sucking on the table.
You gotta check it out.
Maybe they're making trees that they're putting bodies in.
Oh, what?
Like they're like some weird fusion of blood tree.
Like they put seeds in the body and then they bury the body and the body becomes a tree and then they suck the blood out of it in a table version.
Should they make tables out of it?
Best plan ever.
It's pretty eco-friendly. I'm not totally opposed to it.
Seems like they figured out a good way to be vampires.
You do notice that there is a set of double doors at this room. There's a doorway there, and there's also a doorway to the left of the room.
So when they came in with the wood, they're just holding it, or are they bringing it to one of these areas?
Well, you want to keep seeing where they're going?
Yeah, that's not them, any of these? Or
This is them.
Oh, okay.
This is the two that you were
Yeah,
following.
let's follow
earlier.
up.
They head towards the double doors, and they disappear into the double doors.
As I walk by, I want to glide down this other aisleway as I'm going to the door and just kind of glance over and try to see what they're doing.
You see that they are feasting on the body of a person. The body itself is emaciated. The person is still alive.
Oh, poor guy.
You can clearly see that there are multiple puncture wounds throughout their body as these spawn continue to feast, if you will.
Cool.
They're just, they're being murdery over here, guys. Don't worry about it.
They're probably going to keep him alive.
Oh, yeah. Let the blood come back and then do it again.
Yep.
Yep. Nom, 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 nom.
Cool.
Okay, so let's
keep on moving.
Yeah,
nothing we can do about that, so.
Yeah.
All right, the doors start to close, but you're able to catch them and slide in.
Oh no.
You you walk in and you see boxes off to your.
What the?
Willow.
I think my cat's just destroyed something upstairs. I don't know what.
I'm betting Xander was near your window and knocked over your books.
Or your Coke that you have in your window. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's in there. We'll see.
Coke.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
You clean up your lines.
Put all your drugs in the window for bonuses.
Cats are all hopped up there.
I mean, someone has been meowing for like 30 minutes, so I guess they decided it was finally time to get revenge.
You are gonna lead them in, Ara. Just because, and let me actually get this guy out of here. Well, actually, of the two that you're with right now, you're the only one that can really see.
Perfect. Trust my light, friend.
So let you lead
Lack of
in.
light.
You follow up.
Yeah,
I'm getting you there,
okay.
but since you headed off the other way, she's gonna be leading
last.
in. Because you two, you're having trouble because there's not a lot of light over here.
Yep.
You have gotten in areas that are pretty dark.
You guys want to hold hands?
Blind as a bat.
And I secretly need glasses.
We can all do like we can do like little kid like crossing the street stuff where we all hold hands.
Okay.
Buddy system.
All right. You don't see the spawn in this room though.
But we see the stairs.
You see some stairs.
We don't
that
see any
go
trace of
The
like
guys who
down.
just
Victor.
came in?
Huh?
The guys who just walked in?
They just walked in. You don't see them in the room right now. I mean, you can hear stuff coming from down the stairs.
Okay.
It's reasonable to
So we
think
can
that they're
assume,
headed down
okay.
the stairs.
Should we? Are these boxes?
Those are crates.
And barrels or what?
Those are crates and barrels.
Crates and barrels.
Can we quietly pop one of the crates just to see if there's anything?
How are you going to quietly pop a crate?
Guy pops out. Thank you. We close it back up.
Oh no.
Well, Malibu is so strong; she could probably just like barely, like effortlessly, just.
I go to one of the crates and kind of shake it a little bit to see if I can
Shake a little bit.
Feel what's inside. Is it heavy? Is it
I mean, it's
loose?
pretty heavy. These are big crates full of something. You shake it around. It's full.
Can I whisper at it and say, hey,
yeah. Do I hear anything from within the crate?
You don't hear anything from within the crate. The only smell you get, almost as soon as you walked in here, the smell of decay knocked you over. No.
So we might there's something.
I'm gonna.
I should say as soon as you walked in the manor.
Okay. It smells really yucky in here.
I'm gonna use my great axe to kind of like pry the top, like put a wedge between the top and the side of it.
Okay.
And just kind of use it as a lever to open it up just a little bit to see what's inside of it.
So you're able to get it in there, and you're able to wedge this thing up. You're able to creak some of those nails out of there. And it does make a creak.
Creakers.
Definitely get a creak on the lid, opening it up.
Get a creak.
You see a lot of straw through what's going. Do you want to pop it all the way off?
Do we really want to know what's in here?
do we have any?
Just put your hand in it blindly.
Do we have anything we can poke around in there with that's small? Oh, I guess I could just stick my short sword in there and just.
There might be something partially alive still.
I can poke the other end. I'll hold nicely the sharp part.
Why? I have my high plains. Can I like put my little arm thing like really close
put
to
your
shine
dog
some
in
light
there.
in it?
No! Crazy.
Then just shut it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you can try. It's full of straw, so you're going to be seeing a lot of lit up straw.
Okay.
I should get some straw.
I'm gonna put my hand in there and just kind of like pull out a little bit of the straw, like scoot it to the side.
Okay.
And like if you have your drift orb next to me, I can see down in
I'm
there
I'm putting my cloak like this so like the light doesn't attract. I'm like under.
Okay.
Keeping it down.
Okay. You're moving it aside. You've got your drift globe. You're poking in there, trying to obscure that light as much as you can. As you pull it aside, it's saw blades. It's tools.
Okay.
Jigsaw.
Boring.
I'm just gonna.
Give me a stealth check.
A what check?
Stealth.
You're stealthy. Yeah.
That is
18.
18.
Yeah, so you put it all aside. As you're closing it, you hear the door open beside you, and a spawn
I immediately
starts walking,
scoot.
immediately getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Spawn opens the door and looks around.
I'll dismiss my globe too, as well as before then.
Yeah.
Oh, back
You just hear like a quiet fart, like.
In spite,
like as he tries to squeeze it off, it gets higher pitched.
It finishes off with like a little zip at the end.
in spite of it all, in spite of the high-pitched fart noises that Bucks is inadvertently emitting, the spawn looks around, notices that the crate doesn't look quite right, starts examining it. I'm assuming you all are avoiding getting
Oh yeah.
close. Yeah.
Out of the way. Out of the way.
He starts to examine the crate. He does examine it for a bit and then becomes satisfied and then leaves the room and goes back.
Yeah, bitch. Get out of here.
Go down.
Club.
Yeah.
Club. Yeah, so what else?
I'm trying to look. This stuff's going up or down. I can't tell.
Steps are going down.
Okay, so I'm just keeping an eye on the stairs down to make sure nothing's coming.
Sure, yeah. The stairs go way down.
Of course they do.
Let's go.
We're gonna go to a basement in a vampire manor.
Okay.
Sounds
So,
like a plan.
Yeah.
so you go down these stairs, and these stairs go down and down and down. And the farther down you get, the more rough-hewn the hallways seem to be. There is zero light. You guys are fine. You two are struggling. The steps themselves are irregular. This is not well-crafted stuff. This is stuff that has been cut hastily, if you will.
This sucks.
You're making your way, and this is a long way down. Give me a perception check, everyone.
16.
8.
8?
24.
24.
No.
Nothing?
No.
I mean, this all makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry, 16.
16.
6 out of 6.
All right. So you two, you do see a figure in the distance coming up the stairs. You also hear the sound of water.
Oh,
I thought they were allergic to running water.
I push back against the wall immediately and then try to push Malibu and Bucks against the wall too.
Push everybody against the wall? Mm-hmm. Okay. Pretty narrow space.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Big fin, everyone.
You do see a spawn coming up, another one not long after coming up, and not long after that another one. There's about 3 or 4 of them that pass you going upstairs, but they do pass and you're able to continue on your way down.
This is the worst.
Continue down if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Am I ever going to be able to see, though? I don't want to be trapped in a vampire basement, totally blind. Well, it seems horrible.
So I have a question. If we can't be detected, like if I do something magical, I mean, I know that I guess how undetected are we? Like, is it things we do are also not detectable, with the exception of obviously like if we're breaking something or moving something?
Sure. It's a really good question. I think it depends on what you're going to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
If I wanted to cast light somewhere.
Yeah, like dancing lights or like fairy fire.
You are more than welcome to try to cast any spells that you want and see what happens.
Try and
I'll wait
see.
It's necessary.
That means no.
Well,
wasn't that crazy? I don't know. You guys continuing down then? Mm-hmm. All right. The dark steps continue and wind their way down. All of you, as you're getting closer, you do hear the sound of water, and it's not running water. It's more like lapping water, like lapping waves.
it's blood. It's a river of blood.
River of blood.
It's the secret entrance.
The shit was running. The guy. That
As you,
Yes, that was crucified by the water thing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there was like.
That was like orcs doing that, right?
As you go down, and this is not to scale.
I'm offended.
Unacceptable.
As you go down, the stairs that you're going down open up into a wide cavern.
It's just like Moana.
Just like Moana. It's just like Moana. There is a faint light coming from your right. As you look to the side, it looks as if there's a forge off to the right, and you do see a number of spawn working off to the right. Even with the darkness, you do see, not far off, you do see that there is a huge underground lake with water lapping up across the shore. You hear the sounds of construction, hammering, building. You see stacks and stacks of wooden planks, and you see people building things.
Are they building boats?
They're building boats.
Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
You can. As you continue on, are you going towards the flames you saw, or are you going to go this direction? Which way you want to head?
I mean, will I be able to see if I go that direction?
It's going to get darker and darker over here. The only light you've got is what you're getting off of this furnace that they're working on over here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be much help if I go over there.
Maybe
But
the
somebody
half-built
should.
boat will give us a clue.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Want to head over here?
Let's do it.
Yeah, if I can see it, I want to check it out.
It's a pretty dim light, but that furnace is working hard, so you're able to
Okay.
get something from that. It is, and there are spawn all over the place. You do see stacks of timber that looks a lot like what they were milling upstairs that are down here, and they do appear to be building the framework of a ship on this dry dock. They've got a very complex mechanism where they can build here, then the ship itself is left over into the water so they can then set afloat.
Guys, they're about to unleash a vampire army on the world.
Is the wood for these boats the same type of wood as the tables were made out of, that redwood, or is this different?
This is different.
Does it look like the wood that we saw outside?
It looks very similar to what you saw outside, yeah.
And the water, can we see if there's color to the water, or is it actually water, or is it possible that we feel like it could be something?
I mean, you can get closer and investigate if you like.
It's blue.
That's why I'm like, is this real or representative?
Those are actually birds.
I'll take
Those are
that. I have a canteen, or like my empty canteen thing, so I'll
Let's take
some of the water in there and
get a little bit of water out there. You want to do anything with water? Or you just
I'll smell it.
smell it? It smells salty.
Okay, so probably just water. Okay. I'll cork it and throw my bag. You know?
Okay.
Are these full-on like pirate boat size boats, or?
These are full-on boats. These are ships that would give
multi-crew.
Yeah, because these are like big ships and those are little boats, right?
Yeah, yeah. These would definitely give Essalund's ship a run for its money.
Do they have any type of like insignia or a flag or any visible marking?
You do notice the one that you're at doesn't have anything on there. It does look like some of the other ships farther down do have some kind of markings on them. And you do see in the water itself larger silhouettes. I mean, if you'd like to keep investigating, you can go farther down.
Yeah, definitely.
As you go farther down, you do still see people working. These ships have been pulled out of the dry dock and are now resting in the water. They're finishing up work in water. You see people with a lot of pitch and tar that are sealing the ship. No identifying marks except near the bow of the ship where you normally expect to see a name. You do see a script on this. What languages do you guys speak?
All of them. All of them.
I speak Common, Elvish, Undercommon, and Orc.
Okay.
Elven, Common, and Goblin.
Okay. Bucks.
I think Common and Dwarven.
Okay. Melody?
Common. Is it Elven or Elvish?
Elvish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elvish.
And Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. The script does not look really familiar. It may look a little familiar to you. It may even be some type of characters that look very similar to Undercommon.
Okay.
Give me a history check. It's a 6. It looks.
Is it 6?
The characters look familiar to you. It's really hard to read. You could try to make them out, and you could try to figure out something from it.
I want to do that. I want to try as hard as I can.
Give me an intelligence check.
I try so hard.
Try so hard.
Is it 9?
It's a 9.
Is it 9?
It's so close. It's like it's on the tip of your tongue. It's like that looks. I just don't know. It's just off, just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna write it down in my spell book, or the best as I can for reference.
Okay, just kind of like got in there.
Go by what it looks like.
You do that here. Do you want to do this with these other two that are closest to you?
Yes, we'll see if they're the same or if they look different.
Okay, they definitely look different.
Okay.
Definitely look different. They are each different in some way.
But they're all from the same script?
They all look in very similar shape, yeah. The ships that are out in the actual lake itself are way too far off for you to get close enough. Like I said, this is not scale. This is a huge cavern.
Sure.
How are they docked?
Right now, they are secured to these walkways that come out. So they work on a dry dock here. They're dropped into the water and they're secured here so that the spawn can actually get out and actually work on the ships themselves.
How, like, does this look like these are like long things, or is it like 3-ish like blocks of words per boat?
It's really just looks like you would probably assume it's probably one set of script. To say whether it's one word, who knows? Maybe it could mean multiple things within that set of script, but it's just like a block of script on each ship.
That's not helpful.
So I can't. I would. If I were to.
Only you read the language.
Well, if I were to write that down, what I saw, can I send that message to somebody, even if I don't know? Or
I don't
not?
think you can do that. It's
That's
more,
a good question.
Yeah, it's more like you're sending a message. You're not sending an image.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
But we have no idea what language it is. But it looks kind of familiar to you.
Why do you look at me like that?
Well,
I tried really hard to read it, guys. I can't. No, it's something close to Undercommon. It's definitely something that looks familiar to me, but I just can't quite make it out.
is there any way I can help her?
Same.
How
Like
would
if
you help
I'm
her?
like rubbing her
Back massage.
her
Back in her
shoulders,
massage.
like I know you know
got
this.
this.
Just close your eyes, visualize it.
Would I know
I spray
anything
some
from-
mist.
Yes.
around her, clarify
Some
the
cleansing
air.
myth.
Even if
I
I
like-
don't know the language, would anything look familiar from like studies?
What kind of studies did you do that you would think this would help?
Just like historical stuff. I feel like I would know about a little bit. Maybe not the language, but if it was something that was like a known saying or verse, I feel like it could possibly be familiar.
Right. I think that's legit. It does not look familiar to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give a crack at it.
Oh no.
It just gets it.
Somehow he knows it.
Right.
I don't think I can read anymore.
Could you read to begin with?
Yeah.
There's the question.
Not sure.
Okay. So, yeah.
Check out the forge.
So you're gonna head back down towards the forge.
Do we want to go in a boat?
No, maybe.
Commandeer one. Book this route.
Kinda do now.
Tie up. Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, is one of them? Are they not working on one of them, or are they working on all three?
This is a hive of
active.
activity. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Okay. Maybe not.
The forge is a good idea.
Let's put a pin in that for escape opportunities.
Does this little one over here by the forge have any writing on it?
Are you guys going down by the forge?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. As you head down to the forge, you do see a lot of people. There is a huge furnace that is blazing hot. The closer you get to it, it's just emitting a ton of heat and a ton of light. So it's pretty easy to see for you around here, for all of you to see around here. Not only is the furnace working and the forge working, there are a lot of people hammering things. It's hard to tell without getting a little closer, but they are working hard building things. The boat you were asking about, this is a smaller boat. It's almost like a ferry. There are some of the spawn who are loading things into it. It looks like just general supplies and things. You can see in the distance the figure of some smaller boats that are out as well. To you, it looks like something that they would use to ferry stuff out to the larger ships.
But no identifying marks on that one.
No, that's just almost a dinghy, high-tech dinghy.
I mean, even loon boats have names.
These don't.
So nobody's like making anything?
Oh, they're definitely making
Oh, they
stuff.
are.
You just got to get closer to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to get closer?
Let's see what it is.
As you go up, there are several spawn that are smithing. There are some working the forge, pulling out the metal, going over and smithing. Most of it appears to be armor. As you look past, you do see against the cavern wall stacks and stacks of armor.
Damn.
Yeah.
Going to war.
That's what I said.
Vampires
Vampire
and
They're
armor.
getting ready, yeah.
This doesn't look good.
Do we see any animals of any sort in here?
No.
Birds or mice?
Nope.
Rats?
Just little skeletons.
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably see some.
snack.
Yeah. There might be the occasional dry rat lying around or something, but nothing.
What is, so I'm sorry, is this the forge here?
Yeah, that's the furnace, and that's where they're actually doing a lot of the actual crafting itself.
Okay, like
yeah.
a bench. I got that.
You got another one.
Okay.
It's just like sticking out my leg.
It's fine. It's fine. No problem.
And that, I'm assuming, or can I see far enough to tell if that's like an exit?
You cannot see that far enough.
Okay.
This really is a huge cavern.
Okay.
Well.
And this is the only land, right?
Right. This brown area right
Yeah.
here is the only place. It's pretty rocky, but it's been gone through and carved out, so they're able to use it.
Okay.
Okay. No, there's not any writing or anything on the walls or anything that we
No,
noticed
not
either?
any writing or anything on the walls.
Are the vampires speaking? They're talking, right?
They're working. I mean,
But they're kind of conversing a little bit.
I mean, there might be the occasional conversation, sure.
Do they speak common, or what are they speaking?
There are some that speak common. You do recognize some common
Okay.
out there.
Can I
Hey, Benny,
pick up
bring
anything?
me that hammer.
I can't wait to get out of here and get a brew.
Hey, look, a rat, a brew.
I mean, you're actually getting some conversations similar to that. You know, someone saying that they need this, someone else brings it over. You do hear some people calling in the distance for some supply of whatever type they might need. Whether it's like, I need more pitch here, I need this. When is that ready? It's a lot more discussions about what's going on with them.
Do I hear anyone say anything about like boss or master or someone in charge or?
No, they are all just.
Did I hear any name locations?
Any what locations?
Name locations.
Name locations.
Like, location names, that's probably the right way to say that.
Hey, you want to go to Jack in the Box after this?
Butt rookers.
Just like that.
God. Hooters.
Definitely Hooters for sure.
No, not really. No.
Interesting. Oh, well. So this is where the magic is happening.
Well, I feel like we've just like uncovered what their plan is.
Well, at least part of it.
Yeah.
Well, the means in which they're gonna get to
Yeah.
the land.
Yeah, they wouldn't be
to
building
us.
boats if there weren't a way to get them out of here, so there's got to be an exit somewhere.
This is important information.
I can't see that far.
I can see it.
Right in front of me, what are you talking about?
And they're not post-it notes on it.
Ran out of post-it notes. True stories.
Do you feel like there's anything else valuable that we need to know while we're down here? Should we go back up and explore the...
I think we should, get out of here.
Yeah, it's good.
Unless we're planning to like try and sabotage this, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Might be early for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave?
Go back upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Carefully.
Stealthily.
Very carefully.
Hugging the wall.
Just later, guys, we could consider coming back down and setting all the boats on fire. But just saying, just something to consider.
Yeah, I feel like we got more exploring to do.
yeah.
Later.
Before we start. Yeah.
There's a
Might
big
give us away a little bit too.
Well, yeah, no, I said later.
Oh.
Okay, going back upstairs?
Yeah.
We'll just wait till we're on a boat about out and I'll just shoot a huge wildfire.
Fireball.
Don't do that!
All right, so you make it back. You're able to avoid some spawn coming up and down as well. Arya and Ilaria are really kind of keeping you both in place because it is stupid dock.
Wicked dark.
You're able to make it back up the stairs and you're back in that small storeroom that you entered at first. Again, there are the occasional spawn coming in and out, some coming back out, some raining things down.
I think we just wait for one of them to open up the doors and
Sneak back up.
Fair enough. You wait long enough and one does that, you were able to make your way back out into the large room. At this point, there are a few more on another table.
Dinner time.
But we haven't seen anyone go in this other door?
Which door?
With the post-it on it?
That one there. You haven't seen anyone go in there right now, no.
Okay.
Can I take my dagger and like just try to get like a little chip off that table so I can take a piece of the wood?
Sure. I mean, it's pretty old table.
Okay.
You're able to stick that dagger in there, and you're able to get a little splinter of it off. It
Does it bleed?
doesn't bleed, but it feels moist to your touch.
Okay.
And sure enough, as you look at your hands, your hands are covered in a thin red film. It's totally blood. That coppery smell hits you as soon as you get it off.
Bad news.
Cool.
Sloppy eaters.
Sucking on the tables.
Are you telling yourself this to feel better?
Just want you to know.
All right.
So as you're sitting there, this earlier group that you were with, they do start to split up and they will leave through this door and go out.
Follow them.
Follow that mob.
So you're heading this way, and as the door opens, you're blinded by bright lights coming through there.
Lights or sunlight?
Would you like to proceed through the doorway?
Yes.
Not until I know if it's sunlight.
Would you like to proceed through the doorway?
Well, how do
going
we...
through.
Yeah.
Well, as
You're
soon as
going
we get
through.
sunlight,
You go through and you enter a large hallway. At the end of either side of the hallway are lanterns illuminating the hallways. The spawn disappear around the corner, talking
Hallway?
amongst themselves. Hallway, yeah.
So maybe we follow them.
Keep following.
Keep following around. As you turn around the other corner, the hallway continues. You do see at the far end another lantern at the corner.
Besides lanterns, is anything on the wall? Any sort of
Good question.
It is pretty bare. This is an ancient-looking manor. The stones are ancient, worn. It's kind of that thing where when stones get old enough, they're almost smooth, kind of thing. That's kind of what you're looking at here.
Not art lovers in the Wailing.
And you do see, not long after, a couple heading back towards you.
Hit the wall.
I'm assuming you're hitting the walls.
Yep.
They disappear
Run
through
right
the
into
doorway.
Oh God!
Oh God! Disappear through the doorway. You are now.
You weren't conversing?
They were having casual conversation.
So what do you think of Beth? She's alright.
She's alright. She's just
Not my thing.
And there are no other doors that we've seen?
not right now.
Okay.
No.
I guess we just keep going.
Keep going around.
Snake around.
As you go around this corner, you have another hallway. Again, another long hallway with a lantern lighting up at end. This is actually like surprisingly well lit area for you.
Have we seen a door into this?
You do see a door
Okay.
right there, and you also see a spawn standing right here. This one is very well dressed, like immaculately dressed.
Velvet jacket.
Sure.
What is that, velvet?
Oh, is he just standing there? Was he?
He's just standing there.
He's not
I
guarding.
wonder.
that door.
Yeah, I wonder if he's guarding. Do we?
Oh,
see-
there's an also. I forgot. There's also a door right here.
Oh, he's guarding. Maybe that door. Okay.
Well, I would like to go into that door if someone would ever come out of it. Can we? No. I was gonna say, can we make a distraction to make him go into the door? But none of us can like throw sound or anything, can we? No.
Let me try.
And the fart noise comes from like the other side of the room.
Oh, okay, what if one of us were to make a sound in that direction, or that direction, and have him run off?
Well, our sound is undetectable, or at least it has been.
Well, when
thus
we
far.
throw something, like an actual object.
Oh yeah.
We find a
just see
stone
Phil
or
run
something.
off. Yeah,
That's
and
true.
then-
Like
and
if
just
we
run
like
in.
knock that lantern down, they wouldn't see us do it.
Yeah,
it would just
exactly.
fall.
And then he could get away from the door. Maybe we could sneak in without him noticing. Well, that's why I said like down farther, where he's got to turn around and look away from us.
You guys want to try that, or do we want to wait a minute and see if anybody comes in, goes out, or comes into this room?
Oh, we can see if there's activity. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
let's
that.
just wait a minute and see.
So while they're kind of holding back, I just want to walk down here and see what I can see around this corner.
I'm gonna head around this way. When you get to here, you do see a stairwell that goes upstairs
Oh my
off to
gosh.
the side. And when you get around here, it is another hallway.
Do I see any doors along that side?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna walk back over to them and say, "Hey guys, I found a staircase just past that doorway. Going up.
Going up.
Going up."
I want to see what's in this room, though.
No action yet.
Just standing there.
You could pants him.
Bucks could run at his knees again.
Can we do something not very suspicious?
I mean, can we just knock? How hard is it to knock out a vampire spawn?
I think it's
I don't
more
wanna
the
find
issue
out.
of alarming others. Yeah, I think I'm worried about more like alarming others.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
What?
I think the voice of God was choking in the background. I'm not sure.
I'm so scared for a second, but you have such a serious look on your face.
No one was trying to eat a piece of gum and she just slipped off the floor. She dropped it on her
Oh my god, it's insane.
Okay. How do you distract a vampire?
I think I can get in.
Oh.
Oh.
But I can only take one of us.
How are you gonna do it?
I'm lucky.
Why are you looking at him?
I'll look you.
Yeah, it's got to be one of us in case there's no light.
All right.
I'm really scared.
Aww.
I do something that I meant to do before this. I want to make sure, because I've just been moving your pieces around, I want to make sure that you guys let me know exactly where you are as you're going through here.
Exactly that.
Okay.
So there's a trap on it. That's what that means.
Yep.
All right.
Did you just say no?
What are you doing?
He said, I'll let you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he will. But
I mean, I can do that.
Who's coming with?
I'll
She
go
said
with
you
you.
go.
You going? Come here. Bring her to the door. We want to go to the big room in the middle, right?
Where you want to go?
All right.
That door right there.
Are we going to the one that he's guarding, though? What one are we trying to get into? Do we know?
We're going to go into this one.
Okay, we're going to this one, guys. Drug person leading.
Give me a hug.
I give him a hug. A warm embrace.
Hold her tight. I say 5 feet to the right. I use Dimension Door to get us on the other side of the door.
No way.
That is fancy. What level spell is that?
That is a level 4 spell.
Oh, wow.
Look at you.
All right, you
Hope it was worth it.
They like are in the brick. They're just really thick walls.
you teleport through, and as soon as you land, you are bathed in bright sunlight.
Oh, fuck. Well, at least we know.
You're in a verdant garden. There are vegetables, there are fruit trees.
That worked well.
I totally missed that one. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, we're fucked.
Well, but the door didn't open.
It's true.
Well, yeah,
So
but
that guard doesn't know. He didn't see you guys.
No, but they're
Well, yeah,
stuck in there
but-
forever now.
You could
No,
know.
we can. We'll come up with a thing.
we're in
We'll come up
light
with a
though
thing.
right now.
Yeah, you're in sunlight, so you're now detectable. Everything you do
Is there
detectable.
anybody in the
So
room?
question, when we
Like,
get back in non-light, are we undetectable then, or are we like just dispelled?
You were told that the potion would affect until you were in sunlight.
You just used a level 4 spell to kill you guys.
Okay.
I was like, you are telling Malibu this happened, not me.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Let's just live here now.
It smells great, and
This is
you
our home.
do see an elderly woman across the way who looks up. Boy, hello.
But Malibu and I
We're totally supposed to be here.
You guys,
We don't know.
you guys have no idea what's going on.
We cautiously approach gently.
Gently.
This is a beautiful garden you have
Set up,
here.
you guy.
Well, thank you. I have worked hard on it. Who are you?
You did have face at us the whole time too.
Hi. I am Buxton Bucks K. Dumbcoff. At your service.
Fabulous. And how? I'm sorry. Who are you?
My name is Ara.
Ara, lovely to meet you, Ara and Bucks.
Bucks.
And what is your name?
I forgot to write it down. Fuck. Damn it. I hate it when I do that shit. I had to write it down too. Where to write it down? All right, we're just going to come up with it real quick.
You happen to know what a good potion is.
Her name is Sarah. She's like, oh, my name is Sarah.
Was it really? I just said Sarah,
With
though.
an H or?
H. It's lovely to meet you all. How are you guests?
Long sigh, I grab the bottle.
Also, are you a guest?
Wow, that's a question. I guess that depends on your definition of guest or who you ask.
Are you here against your will?
Well, I can't say that I would have come here by choice, given the choice. But sometimes life is what life is.
Do you want to stay here though? If you can go, if we can help you get out, would you?
You can help me get out?
Maybe.
Well, that's our goal.
What kind of herbs do you have over here?
How good at potions are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Excuse me for being confused here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How did you even, I'm assuming you're not guests that have visited in the past. You weren't invited, let's put it that way.
You are correct.
I see. Then how did you get here?
Yeah, basically. We had this great potion that is now worn off. And we might be in trouble.
That does sound unfortunate. Does that mean you're trapped here?
Here's the thing. I'm a bit of a loose cannon.
Oh my god.
Hard to contain. I'm not gonna stay here.
Okay.
Gonna get out.
Just so you know.
I mean,
I haven't figured that out yet, but...
All right, because you weren't invited.
Yeah.
That would most certainly mean unfortunate events for you.
Like what?
Well, I'm sure you noticed the many spawn that live here.
Oh, the spawn?
Those
Yes.
little things.
Yeah,
Yes.
I noticed those guys.
Yes, they in general do not take kindly to the living, especially uninvited living.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough.
Yes, but I mean, I do really want to know more. Please tell me, why are you here? Why?
You know, I will happily answer those questions if you answer the same questions. Because we are also very curious.
I will have to say, I haven't had a good conversation with a living, breathing human, well, a good conversation, in ages.
Oh, how long have you been here?
I believe I've lost track of time. It's always sunlight when I come here. Years, decades, centuries, it seems.
If we wanted to save you, would you go with us?
Is she human?
She's very human, yes.
She's old.
She's old. I'm...
Is always sunlight in this room here?
Yes, that was part of the deal.
Part of the deal.
What is this deal? We came here because things are going bad in Essalund. I'm just going to give you the short. Do you know what Essalund is?
Oh, yes.
Is that where you're from? All right.
Yes,
Things are not going well.
Oh, no, it's unfortunate. What's going on?
Oh my God. There's like almost 50 episodes worth to tell you. There's an evil god running around. I mean, I get depressed thinking about it. There's like vampires now. I didn't even know about vampires. There's a lich. There's
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do you know the lich? How do you know
You
the
don't
lich?
mean Harvey, do you?
Harvey.
Harvey?
Well,
the rabbit?
That's a deep cut.
Yeah. Who's Harvey? Why am I writing Harvey down?
What do I put next to the word Harvey?
Well, I mean...
Well,
yes?
go on.
I mean, I'm assuming you're speaking of Harvey.
Who's
Harvey?
Well, he's my husband.
Where is he?
Well, that's a good question.
Is he alive? Do you know?
I think alive depends on your definition of living.
Is he?
Did you see him die?
Does he stay in this building?
Oh, no.
Okay.
He's not here. He wouldn't come here. When you asked if I was a guest, I wouldn't say that I was a guest here. Let's say that I was sent here for my own protection.
From Harvey?
No, by Harvey.
Harvey's buddies with whoever lives here.
With Hod?
You know Hod.
I know of
Oh,
Hod.
we know of him.
Hod. Yes, Hod is the master of the estate here.
Does he treat you well?
Well, I think over centuries we have come to a mutual agreement on mutual agreement, and I wouldn't call it a friendship, but we at least tolerate each other, and, you know, again, after centuries, you have to talk to someone.
So, kind of piggybacking off of that, what are you growing here?
Well, again, that was part of the deal. We used to have a lovely garden in our home before. I used to grow all sorts of vegetables and things, and let's say the denizens here aren't big on vegetables. So I've always liked to have my own, we'll grow my own, and this is basically things that give me joy. Okay. This is the only light I get, so I spend most of my time here when I can.
Okay. Can I inspect the plant? I just get an idea of what kind of things she's growing.
Oh yeah, these are vegetables, and they look really good. Like vegetables, broccolis, kales. There are fruit bushes, so you're seeing like little pomegranate trees on the sides. You're seeing places where you can get blackberries and things. I mean, it's a really well-maintained little garden just got going on.
But they don't look like extraordinary. They don't look anything.
No, this is just food. I mean, you do notice over here a boarded up well. That's the only other thing aside from the trees and the gardens and things you'll see over there.
So what's going on with this well? When I knock on it.
I mean, it's hollow, and she's like, "Oh, the well. I insisted they close that up."
Why would you want it closed up?
Well, let's just say I don't like some of the visitors that like to show up from the well.
Maybe the dudes from downstairs.
Is it Sutsil, the black inky god?
No, I don't know.
Oh, that's a totally different problem then.
Okay, no, I don't know. Let's just say that when I first got here, some hags decided they would play jokes on me occasionally.
Hags and wells. Seen that before.
Sounds familiar.
Seems as if you've been around.
We've seen a lot of shit, lady.
Clearly, yes. So no, I insisted they boarded up. Of course, Hod was okay with it. Doesn't really like water that much. But,
Interesting.
And yet, they've got a big boat thing going on down there.
Is that what they're doing? You know, they have had a lot of activity over the past few years. I've never gone down there, but I've seen people coming out. I wander around. I see things every once in a while.
So you wander around the castle. You sleep somewhere else. This is just your room.
Yes, this is just where I like to spend my time. It's where I can see the sun and garden and relax and enjoy life.
You just come and go as you please.
Why, yes, of course.
That's good. Sorta.
But again, I still haven't heard why you're here.
Well, we were sent here by the dudes in charge.
Who's the dudes in charge?
Was that the council who sent us here? Because the hunters couldn't get the job done. Familiar with them?
Yes, I'm familiar with hunters.
How so?
Well, they want to kill Harvey.
That's right. Harvey hunters. Was Harvey alive when you last saw him?
Well,
he was dead, but walking around. Right.
I should maybe tell you about Harvey.
Please.
A little.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
I have my notes ready.
Harvey was a wonderful man. A wonderful, wonderful man. Loving, caring, and occasionally misguided. And in spite of everything, he wanted more. And he could not accept the fact that maybe I didn't. But he maybe has hope that I'll change my mind as I do get older and older, even though it's taking forever here.
Your aging is stopped here, or slowed down considerably.
I would say that's probably accurate. I have no idea how long I've been here, but yes, it does seem like I've been here a long time. Harvey was concerned, especially when he finished his final conversion into his current state, that I would be at risk. So he had me brought here.
What was he afraid you'd be at risk of?
The world. He was a good man.
Was or is?
Well, I think he's lost his sight.
think when he died, that probably made him bad.
I encouraged him not to pursue these things. Didn't always listen.
So how do you have an arrangement with Hod? Like, how are you here and not being
The
bothered
arrangement
by the
was
Lich?
not with me. The arrangement was between Harvey and Hod. And recently another group has become involved.
What group?
Not sure. Occasionally people will be guests here and they will have meetings and discussions. Sometimes I join them for dinner, exchange pleasantries, and then I retire to my room.
Are these people that are guests human or?
Some are, some aren't.
Do you remember the names of any of those people?
I could potentially remember the names of some, yes.
So it's
If
not.
I give you a background.
I like to relax. So it's not so uncommon for people that are alive to be here, accompanied by someone such as yourself, right?
I would say, I don't know if I would say it's uncommon or common. It does happen. It does often cause some issue among the spawn. They do have a bloodlust within them, you know.
But they would listen to you if you were with these
They would
guests?
listen to Hod. Their master is Hod. Their master says that I have reign. Therefore, they let me have free reign to maneuver around.
So you could maybe help us?
How would I do that?
Well, so we're in this room here,
Yes.
and we'll need to get out of the room at some point.
That is very true. I'm still amazed that you got in here in the first place, because wasn't there someone right outside?
Well, we had a potion that made us invisible to evil for...
Ah, that's very exciting. Then you should wait. You said that it didn't...
We didn't bring an extra or two.
Oh.
We didn't plan that far ahead.
And I really didn't know that this was going to be the sunshine center of happiness of this castle.
So Malibu is starting to get concerned as far as how long
Fair
they've
enough.
been in this room.
Yes.
And is thinking that maybe something bad has happened or is happening.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, maybe we should do your plan of like
Distract him. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. If I were to come over here, what was that for?
Continue your things.
I could potentially maybe shoot out that lantern with a arrow or something.
Okay.
It might call in the guys from the other room.
And then your arrow would be there too.
Yeah, but then they might just be looking around and stuff, and they aren't gonna be able.
I mean, if it just fell, then it might be
Less conspicuous.
right.
yeah.
It could just be
Just
like,
go
oh,
slap.
I'm just not sure that would take him away from that door. If that door is important enough for him to be guarding, just something falling off the wall, I don't know if he'll care.
Maybe there's something you could get over. Like you could like tear just like even like a piece of something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a fire would get him to move. Maybe
because
it
like
wouldn't.
I feel like we need to get in that room soon.
Oh, I know.
But you don't know.
You don't know.
I was sketch on that room before you guys went in there. I definitely think we need to get him away, though. So...
Talking to the mic.
I definitely think we need to get him away from the door, though. Let me see if I have anything that we can...
I mean, I'm not as concerned about that door. I'm concerned, I want to
Get him away from the doors.
the doors
Yeah.
so I can try and get into that room.
Okay.
Because
Well, we know there's... I mean, are there any rugs on the ground?
No.
we just pull the rug.
Yeah, well, no, I was just going to set it on fire, but...
Yeah, you haven't seen any rugs anywhere you've been right now.
Man.
I just don't have a lot that I could just set on fire besides clothing, and
What kind of creature is a spawn?
It's like vampire light.
Is it considered a monster?
Yes, it is considered a monster. There should be a particular kind of monster.
That sounds
That's a monstrosity?
No, it's not a monstrosity.
It's different from a monster?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like they should be related.
I know, right?
I think they're considered undead.
Do you have any
but I want to make sure.
anything that you could be burnt? That you could give up?
Undead.
No.
Undead.
I don't. Oh, that sucks. Sure do.
Oh, well, shit. No.
I thought it would have been.
You two. While you're having the conversation, this is not to distract from you. While you're having the conversation, Sarah does glance up. She's like, "Oh, dear, it's almost dinner."
Oh, it's almost dinner?
Yes, he'll be coming for me shortly. Let's go back to you guys.
What does that mean? She is about to get
Or she's all, or she's just his constant dinner companion.
Yeah, I'm just a really lonely guy.
I'm gonna, okay, what if I just kind of walk over to the door and like tappy tappy on it and like move away really quickly?
So you think someone's knocking from the inside?
Yeah. Well, but no,
yeah.
well, shit.
What you doing, Malibu?
Oh, I meant the door here, and then maybe he'll go in it. Or turn around long enough for us to
Go in the other door.
Oh God, I don't want to go in
I
that
know! It's hard knowing.
You don't know.
It's hard knowing.
I know. Oh, no, it's... I don't want to say it now.
I wish we had sending stones.
Oh man, wouldn't that be great?
That'd be so helpful
man,
right now.
Sending stones are the best.
Your little mirror can't see in there, can it? It can only see
Well, yeah,
inside.
is there a key? They can't see. There's no key light.
I don't see light under the door. I don't see...
I mean, this is a pretty well lit hallway, so it's not like if there is any light coming from the door, it's yeah. This is a well lit hallway.
Okay. So, okay, I think we should move forward with the plan of maybe I'm gonna knock down
off the wall.
that light.
This light?
Yeah.
Okay.
And see if I can get this guy to move away. So I'm gonna knock it down and move out of the way really fast. Go back towards the
Wait.
door.
All right, somebody commit.
No, I know. I'm asking. I know the door is very tight, but there is still like maybe a tiny sliver of space underneath.
Sure, there's
it,
a
right?
crack underneath there.
Can
Sure.
we just slip a note in?
But if they're like in battle, are they?
We would hear it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a door, you guys would hear like a lot of commotion, I assume.
That's why, like, I'm skeptical because I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, like if they were fighting someone, we would hear that.
Okay.
So I want to know what's going on, but like I'm not sure they're.
Can
in
I like
battle.
lay on the floor and see under the door?
I mean, you can lay on the floor and look, but I mean, it's not a lot of clearance. You can.
I have a mirror.
Okay, how's that gonna help you?
So if I lay, I can angle the mirror in such a way that I can see better. Because like if I'm like this, like my eyeball's not
Okay.
on the ground.
All right.
So I'm gonna position the mirror under the door and see if I can see anything.
Okay, so you position the mirror under the door, and you're able to get a reflection. All it is that much. All you can really see is that it's a bright room.
I kind of slide it under the door.
So you're sliding the mirror
Yes.
under the door.
And I'm looking.
I mean.
So I'm
man.
like in the room with my mirror. Like the
notice the
mirror's
mirror?
in the room.
So let's be really clear. Let's say this is the door, right? And you're sliding the mirror under like this.
Yes. Just
And
like
you're trying to
that.
see what's over here from here.
I'm trying to angle it. I'm angling
Angling it like the 1 millimeter you've got
Yes,
right there.
the tiny
You can't
bit.
see shite.
All right, so I have some paper. We can just write him a note and slide it.
Well, if she put the mirror in and it's really bright, it would probably cause a reflection within the room that we would probably notice, right?
You guys are having a conversation with our friend over here.
Do we see a light at the wall?
No, you don't see a lot.
There's no ceiling, right?
Wait, they can't hear us. I'm like, oi! What are you guys doing?
Oi!
That's true. As long as your guys are not.
Yeah,
Did
because
you hear that?
they wouldn't be detectable. We wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
hear
that's
them.
true.
We
That's
have
true.
we have friends here. Hold on a second.
There's more of you?
Guys,
I'm sorry, just two.
Do you need our help? Do you want us to come inside?
Don't
we have to be
come in. It's very bright sunlight in
Bad
here.
idea. It was a bad idea.
There's something.
It was a bad idea.
You two notice the spawn outside.
Okay, shut up, shut up.
Oh no. We're so bad at this.
He walks over. He walks over to the door. I'm assuming you're gonna get out of the way. He walks over to the door and he raps on the door. "Milady, is all well?"
Get behind the door.
Can I cast 2 spells in a row if we're not in combat?
What do you want to do?
I want to cast Levitate on Bucks and myself and put us like above the 20 feet up, but above the door.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Casting it quick. So you guys levitate up, and Sarah's like, okay.
But we'll go above the door, so it's like not
So you're like right over here, floating above the door. Sarah sees you, like, oh, this is exciting. Okay.
It's like
She walks over to the door and she opens it as, "I'm sorry, hello." And which
we try to run through the other door while they're doing that, or do you not want to get away?
We can't separate the party.
you can.
I don't want to. Because they're going to be trapped in there. We're going to have to figure something out.
Sunlight's got to come in from somewhere.
I'm like, what do you mean?
we can just keep going up and up and up.
Oh, just levitate out!
Then what? He's fucking stuck floating up and
Did you just say don't separate the party?
We're leaving. That's the whole way out.
all right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, what are you doing? What are you two doing?
I'm like running away from the light into the other room.
Yeah, while he's checking on
Okay,
them,
hold
we
on a
slip
second.
through the
Hold on a
other door.
second. Before you do this, let's make it really clear. She has opened the door. When she opens the door, sunlight is pouring out of this doorway.
So we can't go over there.
So you're about
It
to
is
get
very clear as soon as you see that there is sunlight pouring out of this doorway.
So back.
No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say, can we like shove him in and then close the door?
Sunlight does not automatically kill a vampire here.
No, I know. But
Okay,
then the
just
door would
making-
be closed
making
and we
sure.
could run through the other door. No,
We
I know that's
could.
not gonna work.
We're hiding in a corner.
Hiding in the
Can
corner.
we? No. Can we yell to them to get him to motion to her to get him to go inside?
What? Tell me exactly what you want. 'Cause there's a lot of can we. Tell me exactly
No, I know.
what you
I'm
want.
talking to her, not you.
Okay.
They can't hear us.
Okay. Guys, try to get her to get him inside to close the door so that the light's not coming.
So I'm like,
yeah.
So you're levitating 10 feet above the door, and she is underneath you, 20 feet above the door. So you're right above her.
well, she's back further. Oh no,
Oh, no.
she's
She's right here.
Yep, so I'm
She's
like-
right here because she's opened the door.
So
Show him the
or the well. See you guys.
No, I'm trying to get him to go that face that go that way, and then we can go on to it.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to be
Come out.
trapped in this fucking room forever, but
Get out of the room.
So I'm still trying to get this clear. You guys are directly above Sarah,
yes.
and you're trying to communicate to her.
No. We're not talking to her when the door's open.
Okay.
You guys are just gonna
Okay.
go out.
We're just gonna fucking float away and leave you guys in there, I guess.
Well,
Well, we
nobody
can send a
see us.
message.
We're out of here.
We gotta go.
We left, so
Sarah looks at the spawn and says, everything is fine. I'm sorry, I'll be done here shortly. Please, I'll be done here shortly. I know that we're getting close to dinner. Maybe I knock something over. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. We're fine.
And she closes the door.
In his face.
He walks back over to that position. And settles in. She looks up at you both and be like, well, that was fun.
Well, now we know they're in there. Now we know they're kind of okay. If we could get him away from that door now, we'd be fine to go into the other, either up the stairs, or we could just go up the stairs. We don't even have to get in that room. I assume that room is important, though.
Well, we could talk to her now that we're up there. And be like, hey,
Whisper.
say, maybe we could get her to lure him back and actually, I need your help with something. Or
If that's more than a spawn, it's an actual
I
vampire.
mean, maybe you should investigate getting out.
See if you
kind of
can
thinking
get
we
out
can
of there.
get her out. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can hold her.
just put her in the bag and float away.
How far does levitate take you?
I can use it up to 60 feet away, but it's 20 feet per turn.
So you can keep going 20 feet, 20 feet, 20 feet.
Essentially, as long as like we stay.
And how long does it last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Smoked too much herb, we got high. Flooded right away.
My mind is blown. I'm a little tipsy.
You're flying.
I think I have the power to fly.
So Sarah looks at you both. She's like, "Are you gonna stay up there?
Are you gonna stay down there?
Are we at halfway?
Yeah.
Let's take some quick questions from Voice of God. Talk loud, Voice of God.
Oh, here. No, I have to go to the
That's
restroom.
easy. No, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I still have to go to the restroom.
You can still do your thing.
Yeah, you can still do your whatever. All right. Lots of people were wondering what happened to the dice tower.
Oh yeah, the dice tower's gone, huh?
It's at home. I just was stopping by somewhere to eat and don't want to like have a dice tower there with me.
You thought it got benched because it'd been rolling so poorly.
Dice tower's fine, although I have rolled very well without it.
It's true.
It's
Yeah.
the cursed dice
Way
tower.
better than the dice tower. Yeah.
Whatevs. I don't believe in that nonsense.
You're never gonna be back with the dice tower ever.
It's cursed. I think this has been asked before, but has anyone thought of DMing other than Mark and Brandon?
Yes.
Like sort of.
We've had people ask for you to DM because you have this wacky world you want to build.
Claire's world.
Claire's world.
It's really gross. It's a gross world.
Yeah. But
I've been trying to think of like the segue into that.
How to make Claire's world be a thing.
It would be weird.
There's a lot more that goes into it than I thought.
Yeah.
A group of friends of mine had a plan to go, and then I'm like, oh, actually, this requires significantly more planning than I had
It's
prepared.
so much planning.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I would love to do it.
I mean, in all fairness, you don't have to build maps like this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't.
I may go a little overboard at times. It's a thing that I do. Sometimes
You
I
have like
go a
your
little
own
crazy.
filing system.
Yeah, but it kind of sucks. I need to like redo it. It's not a lot of
Just
flow
saying, my
stuff.
world building Google folder is 11 gigs.
11 gigs. Actor has 11
I
gigs.
love that he
in
just
his
like
world.
rolled out from behind a wall
Hello.
to say like the cutest, most nerdiest thing I've ever heard.
Speaking of nerdy, there's a new expansion book for 5e.
Xanathar's
Xanathar's
Guide.
Guide to Everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is the protocol for expansions?
What do you mean? I mean, I'm into expansions. As long as I have the source document, I'll use anything in the expansions.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, if it's in the expansion and I can look at it and read it, and it's official Wizards of the Coast stuff. Again, you can get a lot of homebrew stuff on the, is it the DM Guild or something they have?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
There's something where just people like us could put something up to the DM Guild and you could buy information about races, subclasses, or anything that they just homebrewed. I'm not using that stuff because that stuff can sometimes not be the best, being honest. But official wizard stuff, yeah, I'll use any of the official expansions.
What does that mean though? Is it just like a different world or is it
So there's like
different-
new spells and new classes of character. Like I wouldn't let anyone respec their character. Like, oh, now I'm a cat lady.
Yeah. Well,
But if they're new,
You
like
got some new spells?
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
For example, when we switched to 5th edition, Tarwheel could not be a Blade Singer because Blade Singers were not in 5th edition. But Blade Singers were added into the Sword Coast expansion. So with that stuff, he could be a Blade Singer again.
So Ilaria is a special type of ranger.
She's
That was
just
a revision.
It's a revision. So Wizards of the Coast also does a thing where they'll revise some of their rules, and they call that the Unearthed Arcana, where they're like, this is stuff we're working on. It's still in testing. We're not sure if this is 100% great.
Okay.
For the Rangers, they got something for the Rangers, and I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Because a lot of people have been critical of the Ranger class, and I wanted to see what the new Unearthed Arcana was like.
Yeah. They're not tough enough.
Except for ours.
They don't know what they're doing.
They just don't know.
Clearly.
What else we got?
We also, for future goals, people were wondering if we get some Heroes of Awesome dice we could commission.
I have actually been looking into dice, and it is really not easy to do. You can do it, but trying to get a little Heroes of Awesome like shield or something on these little things, it can be done, and I've looked into it, and it may be something that I have happen in the future. But right now, it's a little...
Could it just be like HOA in the font?
Potentially, yeah.
Make like a D20 stress ball or something.
D20 stress ball.
With with the logo. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
I heard Actor saying something. What was that, Actor?
You got a swear cat for the natural one.
Swear cat for the natural one is kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable. If I can figure out a way to make the art look good on a D20, then yeah, I'm into it. But I don't want it to be just like this mushy, like what the hell is that? You know, I want it to look like a swear cat. So I'll keep playing around with this stuff and see if I can get some art that would look good on something super tiny.
Amanda, who do you think would win? I think this is would win in a fight between Malibu and Claire?
Ooh. It depends on the circumstances, because I mean, if it's a melee fight, it's going to be Malibu for sure. But
in a most dangerous game situation,
yeah,
definitely Claire.
That would be a tough thing. I mean,
I feel like Claire would probably win.
Yeah.
Just throw some maggots at her face.
I mean, Malibu wouldn't want to touch Claire.
Yeah, I think Malibu would be like.
I mean, the throwing maggots in the face is a legitimate strategy here.
Yeah,
because
it would maybe work. Yeah,
it might work. I don't know. That's tough. I would like to see that happen.
That would be hard to roleplay.
That would be really hard to do. Yeah.
Namera932 just asked if Brandon would play a Kinder Wild Mage.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
All right.
Just nah.
Nah.
Just nah. No Kinder Wild Mage.
I have a Wild Mage character now, but he's a human. I almost always play humans. Almost always.
Almost always. Sometimes.
I just like the world of fantasy being around the character I am, who's usually like fish out of water. Oh, wait, everything out here is cool. I'm an idiot. There's most of my characters right there.
That's good. All right, let's step back in here. As you're all having the discussions, you do hear a soft ringing in the distance.
Oh, dinner time.
You hear that and Sarah's like, oh, yes, I have to leave.
Can that well, is there a way out through that well?
I don't know.
Okay, we can lift you and get you out of here if there's a hole in that ceiling that lets the sunlight in.
Well, of course there's a hole that lets the sunlight in. Where would we go?
Wherever you want to go. I can show you the world. That's all the words I know.
Brandon is singing right now.
I know, right?
Really?
This is amazing. After 3 years, this is the first time that Brandon...
Not at all the first
time. It feels like the first time.
Okay. Maybe the first time singing a Disney song.
Exactly. First time through Disney.
That's actually not true either.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I sang Little Mermaid before.
Okay, you may have done Little Mermaid before. Yeah.
Well, we're just going to say it was the first time.
First time. Right.
It was the first time I got to see it.
There you go.
Yay. It was the first time I got to see it.
For the second time, you said it in the mic. We can just go. You don't have to stay here. We can get you to Essalund.
You hear a knocking on the door. I don't know. I still don't even know who you are.
Do you trust me?
Come with me if you want to live.
Get down.
I don't even know who you are.
We're the Heroes of Awesome.
That means nothing to me. Who are you?
We're good guys.
You hear a voice like, "Milady, it's time."
It's your choice. Eternity here or Essalund.
But who are you? I don't even know why you're here.
We'll take you to...
You gotta make a decision right now. I'm not there.
They can still hear you.
Stop.
You don't have that guy's name.
We gotta go now. Come on.
You want to be free.
Yes, but what?
We're going to freedom.
Do you know what Henry will do if I'm gone?
Who's Henry? Harvey.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry.
Hod?
Harvey.
Hod?
Sorry. Harvey. Sorry, I got the wrong age.
He wants you to be safe,
Who the
doesn't
hell
he?
is him?
Harvey will absolutely know if I'm not here.
Why? How will he know?
This entire place is enchanted by him. I mean, I'm not saying I can't leave, but he will know.
Do you know anything about...
Another knock on the door. Milady!
All right, go get dinner. Pretend
Go be
everything's
dinner.
cool.
Go be dinner.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Don't let on that we're here, please.
Yeah.
I would not do that. You are honestly the best conversation I've had in years.
Oh, man. Well, don't
Okay.
die at dinner, and then there'll be more.
Don't die at dinner. I'm safe here.
Okay.
I'm safe
Good.
here. It will be fine
I
here.
need you to be safe.
Okay. Are you guys still levitating?
Yes.
Okay. She opens the door with a broad smile and says, "Of course, I'm ready. Thank you for your patience." He just kind of looks at her, turns, and leads her off. You do see her lead. He goes to a stairwell, and they both disappear up the stairwell.
Lower down.
Slowly.
I immediately run to that other door. I haven't done anything yet. I just ran to it.
Okay, hold on a second.
Well, the
What if
Yeah.
the other door's open?
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
Hmm?
Oh shit.
17.
Okay. As you're rushing to the door, as you get right about there, you notice that there is sunlight spilling out from the room. As the door slowly closes, you stop short, just short of there, and you're running in this room.
Wait, you mean from that room?
Yeah, this
Oh,
door
I
is
thought,
open.
oh, sorry. I
Sunlight
thought it was
pouring
already
out.
Closed. I thought
No.
when they left it closed. I am going to first. I'm gonna use find traps,
Okay.
and that will.
You need to use some money.
Huh?
We need to use money.
First, I'm going to use find traps. Yeah. I mean, just can see anything within sight.
Okay. So you cast find traps, and you don't see any traps around you.
Perfect. I'm gonna put my ear up to the door. Do I hear anything behind it?
You don't hear anything behind it.
Okay. Then I'm going to slowly, just a little bit, very quietly, open
Okay.
the door and peek in the hole.
You peek in the hole, and you see a wall.
Okay. Then I open it just enough, almost as if the wind had caught it and was just slowly, gently pushing. And then I open it enough to where I can look around it like that.
You look around, and from what you're able to see, you see a well-lit room full of bookshelves full of books.
Okay, but no sunlight.
I mean, no, it just looks like well-lit room.
Okay. And so I'm going to let it continue opening because I'm hoping at this point someone would have already said something if it were opening and they noticed it. So I've let it now open.
Open all the way.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna go to the other door and be like, guys, what's the plan? What are we gonna do now?
Well, you don't even know what's going on in there. They just said don't come in here. They never told you anything about sunlight or anything like that.
Well, they saw you guys.
yeah,
they saw
I
it.
think-
Oh, yeah, that's right. You saw the sunlight. I'm right. You're right.
Right, like, I'm like, are you, what do we do? Like,
All right, stand back. I'm coming out.
okay, I like,
Is the coast clear?
I move around the corner.
Around the corner.
Yeah, can you look?
Where are you?
I just stepped in. I've seen there's no one in there, right?
Yeah, there's nobody in there.
I've just stepped in and I'm observing the room.
I'm like, they're about to open the door, get out of the way.
Okay, then I jump in over here.
Little corner. There's a little chair right there.
I'm gonna sit down and have a rest.
Very nice velvety chair. It's very nice.
See, vampires love velvet.
Okay, I'm moving around.
All right, she's around. Opening the door.
I open the door and emerge, munching on a radish. It's like so. There was sunlight in there.
We blew it.
We can now be
Is
seen.
the door closed now?
We
closed the door behind
us.
Can we use your invisibility thing to maybe try to help?
Guys, get out of the hallway. There's no one in here. Come on.
I blink.
I have a cloak.
Yeah, we need to hide you guys.
Yeah, get in here. There's no one in
Hold
here.
on.
I think.
Maybe I do.
Actually, I think I do, but I don't think it
Are you
lasts
guys
very
still levitating?
long. Yes.
Definitely. It's like a lion in your graws.
Look what I can do now.
I'm like,
I guess that helps.
Wait. So if you're in a room with sunlight, why don't you just levitate out?
That's a plan.
But then what? We can't get back in to help you guys.
Well, I mean, we're
You're
still
useless to
invisible.
us if everyone can see you.
Well, what a pretty sight.
Oh.
Wow, I was like, what is that noise?
Sorry, I thought that was on silent. It's not.
I mean, it's just we can get out of here. You guys, we're not gonna be able to hide you.
Mm-hmm.
We thought about that. We kind of want to get her out too, but she says if we get her out, then Harvey will know.
Yeah, this place-
Harvey's the Lich.
And this
She
place
was
is
married
enchanted.
to the Lich.
What?
And it's enchanted.
You're not there.
Yeah.
I can
Over
hear
here.
you from the inside.
She sticks her head out. What?
Okay. When we said our main goal was to just check things out.
Yeah.
If this lady's not down to leave, and it would also like notify the Lich that we're here, we don't need to get her.
We can come in with some wizards from the council,
Yes, we
like
can
gangbusters.
Go back, get reinforcements, let them know the Sitch, and then
The
do
Lich
that.
Sitch.
Sitch.
Did someone
but-
say stop? No. Idiots.
But I don't think we should have you guys running around here because you're gonna die.
I want
They're
to know
gonna
what else
eat
is in
you.
here.
But we can fly. I can fly.
Is there
Yeah,
any?
fly your
Is
ass
there
out
anything
of
in
here.
that room? I like kind of notice Hilaria. I'm like,
If
hey,
there's
What are
any
you
people
doing?
or
What are you
anything
doing?
good,
Are you-
I'm trying to investigate. I'm just looking around. It's fine.
Okay, let's jump to Ilaria real quick. She's in a room. It is a huge. This is the library. It is well lit, luxurious. Everywhere else around here has been very stone, except this room. There are cushy chairs, well-maintained bookshelves full of all manner of books. There's large tables around that have maps and other books spread around. It's what you would assume would be a very nice study. You do see here there's an opening into another way. It looks like the wall has been kind of knocked down relatively crudely, but they've tried to clean it up a little bit.
Okay, I want to cast Detect Magic
Okay.
to look around the room, see if there's any books in here that are interesting or maps or anything.
You don't catch anything magical in here.
Okay.
A lot of really good books. I mean, you're familiar with some of them. You've read some of them. They're really good books.
Okay. Is there anything that I would think would be beneficial to grab and keep or no?
It depends on what you call beneficial to grab and keep.
A book of magic? Or a book about how to defeat vampires? Or
a language book.
a language book?
The book. That we should-
How are you going to look for these books?
With your eyes.
I'm just scanning. Oh, I'm just scanning.
You would recognize if it was like.
Yeah,
another
I would know if it was the
language, right?
script that we'd seen earlier, or I'm looking for the word language. Or
Okay,
whatever.
give me a perception check.
The Dewey Decimal System.
Card catalog.
There you go.
I take a picture with my iPhone.
My perception.
Oh shit, 7.
Extra.
I rolled even lower.
Oh.
You do notice a book. It's hard to say, but some of the script looks very similar to Undercommon.
Grab it.
Grabbing a book.
Good. Shove it in my bag. I'm gonna. So I say, since I know they're the only ones that will hear me. It's just a big library. I found a book on languages. There's some other room over here though, so I walk over to that area and kind of try to peek my head in.
Peek your head in. You see another. It looks like another library. This is much less well maintained.
Ooh, it like hurts my skin. Ripping out my Band-Aid.
Never buy those again.
There we go. Got it. Much less maintained. You do see a door across the other way, and you do see stairs going up. These bookshelves are mostly empty. Some of them are kind of falling apart. It does look like there aren't really any books on this, and this is not lit at all. This is, again, just like the other parts of the manor itself that are pretty much bathed in darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna poke my, and I still have find magic attached to me. So do I
Yeah.
see anything in there?
Nah, it's pretty.
I'm gonna peek my head back out at them and say there's a second library style room and a staircase on the other side that's going upstairs. and a door, so there's no one in here, but I don't know who could possibly show up.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Keep exploring.
Dangerously.
Sure.
Keep a lookout for spawn and keep looking around. I don't know. How many times can you
What does the spawn look like?
Do I think I'm like how many times can I fly?
I mean, I can move you 20 feet. Like,
No,
per
like
turn.
how many times can you cast this?
I can only do it one time. One single one.
I probably need to get out of here.
How long does the lift state last again?
10 minutes. So we gotta
move it.
Okay. Just stuck in a tree.
And can you disguise yourselves to look
Well, that's fine. What do these things look like?
I
Like,
thought of that, but they can probably.
Oh, they smell our blood.
Oh, you smell bloody.
Heartbeats and whatnot.
I don't know, guys. I say that if you've got a chance to get out of here now, you should just do it. And can't you send us a message or something and let us know what's going on in the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll break up the team.
Yeah.
I think it's the only way to keep you guys alive.
Honestly, sorry,
we're
Mark.
like in a
No.
I think
vampire manor.
I don't care if you split up at all. You guys do what you got to do. While you're having this discussion, something comes tumbling down the stairwell behind you.
What? No. Tumbling down?
Tumbling?
You hear something falling down the stairwell behind you.
Dead body.
Oh, God.
Get out of here now,
Sarah.
guys.
Get back in that room.
Duck into the room.
Yeah.
I'd get out of the way so I don't get in the
me too.
way.
I duck back behind the door.
You're in there. You're behind the door. You're over here.
Close that door.
Door closes.
I'm going to check out and see what fell.
There is a small book at the bottom of the stairwell.
What? What'd you find?
I pick it up.
You pick up a book.
What does it say?
Are you opening the book to read the book?
Yes.
Okay. You open up the book and there is a hastily written message on there that says, "I can help." And there's a little S underneath.
Okay.
What? More information.
So is it a book? Like
It's a book.
Is this a book about anything?
It's just a book.
What is the title of the book? Is it like, does it...
How to fish in the eastern Essalund Isles. I don't know.
If I open it,
I think
do
she's
level
teaching us
up?
how to fish, guys.
It's like a blue one.
Thank you. Shit.
Tell us.
I'm gonna mention. Okay, Sarah threw a
Oh,
book
it's
down.
Sarah.
Do you guys know
Sarah
about
Bell.
Sarah? Has I told you about
Didn't
Sarah?
we? Yeah, we
Yeah,
said that there
Okay, I
is a
wasn't
woman.
sure.
That's her
told you
name.
about it. Okay.
Sarah sent us a book that says that she can help, but that's it. Which isn't that helpful.
But I can talk to her now that I know her.
Oh,
You've met
my
her,
God.
so you can message her.
Yeah.
Ask her, should we stay or should we go?
Should I stay or should I go now?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will use my sending to ask Sarah, is it safe up there? Should we come up or should we leave now?
She should. Let me ask you this.
Huh?
And how many people are up there? Stop 5 words.
Was Sarah able to hear the conversation that we had with them two when we were talking? When Malibu was whispering under the door or talking under the door and they were talking back.
Oh, sure. She could hear that.
She could hear that.
Yeah,
okay,
she
so
could hear
she's
that.
not evil.
We know she's not.
Yeah, so she knows we're there too.
Yes,
She heard
she
you
knew
guys
that-
in the first
she knew
place
that
and
you
brought
guys
it
were
up.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And you guys were like, oh, we have friends here.
So,
So bye.
I don't know if this means I need to go upstairs or I don't know.
I take a swig from the jug while airborne.
And I say 1 second. I'm talking to her.
I do a loop-de-loop.
Barf.
You're just like floating and vomiting. There's like a trail of falling pukes
all over her beautiful vegetables.
A whole new world.
A brand new thing.
What else did you ask her again?
How many are up there?
One overnight.
She didn't want to write it down on a book and throw it up the stairs.
Yeah, that's like totally low key. Like a loud book.
Book goes flying up the stairs. What?
Harvey can't die without me. I'm ready to be free. And set him free as well. Hod is here with servants.
Oh shit, okay.
So that means
not go upstairs.
Can't die without me?
Can't die without
They're
me.
linked somehow.
So to kill him, she has to be there.
On board.
So we need her.
So we need to bring
But
her.
Hod is up there with
Can you send
servants. So we need her
another
to come back
message?
down. I can only do it back and forth once if I recall.
Yes, unless you want to cast a spell.
What do we want to ask?
Well, like, what's the game
Should we
plan?
stay
Well,
or should we go?
Yeah. Are you coming back down here?
Oh yeah, no, I did. I did. Fuck, I
Oh,
ask
you ask that?
Yeah, I did say like, should we? I said, yeah, I did say that if we should stay.
P.S.
Forgot
Also,
to answer one.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's why I should have wrote it down.
Because I don't think our chances of getting out of here. Basically, this is plan A. Plan B is that well.
Why is this a
Scared to go
well?
down the well.
Why wouldn't it just be go up?
Because yeah.
Well, if we want to keep messing around in here, we're not going to be able to go up. 'Cause she's not going to be able to cast the spells.
Safe
You guys
here
are running out
is
of
in
time.
my room. Is that what you said?
Safe here in my room.
Okay.
Where's her room?
Is that her room? Safe here.
No,
Is
she
this
said she
the room?
sleeps
This is
somewhere else.
the-
She says she has
okay,
a room.
to clarify,
Okay.
I'll say safe upstairs in my room. How's that?
That upstairs.
Okay.
Roosh.
So should we go up there?
We should.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe we should go up that other way.
How are we going to get out of this?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Break
like,
through the
once you
bricks
get
and
I
jump
anywhere,
don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you guys.
Once you go anywhere, I mean, you're stuck
How
there.
long does that potion last?
10 minutes.
Yeah, we're running out of
Your
time.
guys'
about this
potion?
for now.
No,
No,
levitation
potion lasts
potion.
until I get in sunlight.
Okay.
So you guys just have to live here now.
And we know where the sunlight is. Hopefully, that's the only spot. So
It could be in her room too.
Well, you guys, can you run really fast and find a bedroom?
I mean, so we don't want to go up there because they're eating.
Hot is up there for sure. So that's
But
definitely
I'm
not-
guessing her room is up there also.
She said up. Yeah. So
Upstairs.
that would.
yeah,
Okay,
this other
so-
staircase in here goes up.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, you guys stay put. We're gonna see if we can find her bedroom and get a direct route to that
don't-
bedroom and have you guys go up there.
The
Yeah.
spell's
Or we-
going to not last, though.
I mean, we'll
Yeah, we
run,
only have
book
two.
it.
You guys, if you're going to levitate out of this, you need to go now.
I don't want to levitate out personally.
Here we
Do
are.
you want to die?
I want to fight. I don't want to fly away. I mean, but I'm with the group, so.
I have a swig and I fly as long as I can.
Okay. So you said that there's another staircase. I can't see in that room, so you're gonna have to guide me.
Yeah, that's fine. We can hold hands.
Okay.
Do you, or we could tie a rope to each other.
No,
No.
I don't.
Then let's hold hands.
Well, it seems like most of the traffic is over here, so I don't feel like you guys are probably gonna. It seems like all the peon minion people are busy
Yeah.
doing this stuff going
Yeah,
down,
over by the
so-
boat stuff. This seems a pretty underused area, honestly, for it to be guarded. I guess maybe he was just guarding the other door.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
She's gonna come inside.
This
I'm
one or
gonna
this
grab her
one?
hand.
No, other.
That one.
Over there?
That one over there, yeah.
All right, you guys disappear upstairs.
Floating around.
So you guys left.
No.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
Getting
leave
another
you guys.
map out.
Are you guys going to hang out in that middle room?
I mean, do you
Until
think
they-
we should just follow them, really? Because if we're looking for a safe spot and they find it, they're going to have to run all the way down and be like, we found a safe spot, and we're going to follow them up. When we could just go up.
All right, we'll follow up.
And just stay behind.
They scout a room ahead.
This got a room
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
All right.
You
So
clear the
they
way.
go upstairs.
Holy shit.
Bam.
Oh boy.
And you are in, Alaria, you see a large room. There's a door here and there's a door there. There's also a door right there. Shoopity shoop shoop shoop.
Do I hear any noise from any room?
How are you gonna check? You gonna go and do the little thing?
Just standing right where I am, do I hear noise from any door?
Perception check.
20. Not natural.
You do hear sounds like some sounds of conversation, maybe a few other noises coming through this doorway.
Okay. I don't want to go to that door, but I don't hear anything outright from the other 2 doors.
No.
Okay. I want to go to. Well, I'm gonna go to this door and put my hand up to it and see if I hear anything.
Hearing anything right there? You're not hearing anything. Sounds pretty empty.
Should we maybe go in that room?
After her.
Yeah, let me check it out.
You guys are still downstairs,
We're in the
We're gonna be in a
room
room behind,
where the stairs.
Yeah, you're like in the stairwell, I guess.
Okay.
Keeping an eye behind us.
Let me, I guess I'll get to kind of do the same thing I did in the other room, which is just barely open the door.
Which one, right here?
Yeah.
Okay. You're barely opening the door. This looks like what could have been a storeroom at some point. There's not a lot in there. Really empty.
Okay.
So I can't see at all in this room.
No, this is.
I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, you're just against the wall.
Feeling the wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
making my way around.
I'm gonna say, guys, come up here real quick, and I'm gonna tell them to stand, just stand by this door, because if you have to run in somewhere quick, this one's empty. It's just a storage room.
Yeah, we'll go in there.
Okay, you're gonna go in. Or you're gonna stand right there.
We'll be
in case you need to.
Yeah, just if you hear anyone coming, just duck in there. So I'm gonna go to this door.
All right.
And put my ear up against it. Do I hear anything?
No, you don't really hear anything from that door.
Okay. I am once again going to just barely open the door.
You're killing me. Okay. Barely opening the door. Mm-hmm. You barely see a little bit into the room.
Okay. What is it that I see?
You see a wall in the distance.
Uh-huh. Is there...
If you want to see what's in the room, you're going to have to...
No, I know, but I'm just trying to get a sense of it. Is there light on in there?
No, you don't see any light.
No lights. Nope. I still don't hear anything.
Not from in that room, no. You still hear off to the side.
Right, but nothing from in there.
No.
Okay, I am going to open the door.
Okay.
All the way, but still really slowly.
Sure. Slowly opening the door. You open the door and you see a large room. If you peek around, this is a large bedroom. There's a huge, luxurious bed on one side. There's a table in. There are some, what do you call those things? Things where people like keep their clothes. Armoire, thank you. A couple of armoires on the side. That's pretty much it.
Is that these things?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's this whole area?
Mm-hmm.
And a door there?
There's a door there, and there's a door here.
In here?
Is there any light in that room?
It's a dark room.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop back out and walk over to the group and say, okay, that one is a big bedroom with a huge bed and several doors. It's empty right now, but it's completely dark, so.
Can you tell if maybe a woman lives in
Look in the armoire.
Okay,
yeah, I'll go back in. Are you staying? Are you coming?
I can't see shit. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk back in there and just poke around in those armors.
Okay. You open it up and you see very fancy, expensive men's clothing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back out and I say, nope, definitely not a lady living in that room. Okay. But it's a real fancy room, so I'm a little concerned it belongs to someone important.
Yeah, let's not. I mean.
What was the one that you heard noise in? This one?
This one over here. Yeah, so I heard noise in that coming from that door. Conversation, so it's not wherever her bedroom is. That's more than one person in there. I mean, I can push forward. I can keep looking. There's a few more doors in the room. I don't know where they.
Yeah, maybe check it out. I'm gonna head back towards the rest of the people because I can't see.
Feel along Bux's face.
Thank you.
What you doing, Lori?
Do any of the doors have light coming out from underneath them?
You don't notice any light coming from any of the doors.
Do I hear anything?
You don't necessarily hear anything from the doors.
Okay. I want to... This feels like the least threatening door to me. Because it's way off here by itself. I'm going to walk over to this door.
Okay.
I'll do it. And I'm going to listen with my ear.
Okay. You don't hear anything?
Okay. I am going to then slowly open the door.
You open the door. It's a closet.
A closet. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for. The least deathy room that I could possibly find. And that's it. Just a closet. Is there anything interesting in there?
More clothes. Fancy clothes.
Don't get trapped in there.
Okay. So I pop back out of there, and then I'm gonna go to
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I'm going to walk back to that door.
Go over there. All right. What you doing?
Listening.
Don't hear anything.
Okay. This is getting scary. One of these doors has to do something. All right, I'm gonna slowly open the door again, but all the way. The wind, the draft in this castle is insane.
I like them that they're bigger sheets, but man, that sticks. Okay.
What the hell is that?
Just got a message to stop making paper noise. Sorry.
As he was doing it.
You see, there is a huge room in front of you. In the middle is a huge table with a number of very fancy chairs surrounding it. One in particular larger than the others. There are multiple lamps around the room, but they are all out.
There are lanterns, right? Like fire lanterns?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any doors?
There is a door. Let me make sure I got the right spot. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And then there's an opening right here. It's not a door, but you can see an opening right there.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to that. And then I'm going to peek my head around the corner.
Peek your head around the corner over there. Rip this bad boy off. Bam, bam, bam. Peeking in, you see more shelves. Sorry to have it. You see more shelves with some books.
Mm-hmm.
These are relatively well maintained. Yeah.
Okay. Anything of interest?
Depends what you consider interesting.
Well, like I said earlier, languages or magic or vampiric information.
Give me a perception check.
And your detect magic is 10 minutes. So
yeah, I think we're still 10 minutes.
At
least at this area.
That, you're fine. Let's see if you still got detect magic. Your detect magic's done.
What did you ask me?
It means I'm not
what
flying anymore.
Perception check.
That is 17.
You don't see anything in particular there. What are you guys doing during all this?
Fighting. Telling ghost stories.
Telling ghost stories? Sounds fun.
You can help me with the closet room.
So, okay, at this point, I'm actually going to walk back to them and... Guys, I found, so basically it's a big bedroom, a closet, there's what looks to be almost like a conference room that's attached to the side of it, and then another like library bookcase room. There are a bunch of lanterns on the wall I could light in the conference room, but there's a couple doors off that one too that I haven't checked yet, so I don't know if anyone is past that room. I feel like you could at least move up to the bookcase room without being caught.
All right.
If you want to.
Let's do that.
You gonna head that way?
Inching closer.
All right, so you make your way around.
What about that door that we just passed?
This one here?
Yeah, I did not go into that one because it's directly next to the room with a conversation in it, so I haven't checked it out yet.
Okay.
A little more
look for the best jacket in that guy's armoire.
Uh-oh.
You find a very fancy jacket.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes, please.
Pop in the collar and everything.
No, I'm not a douchebag.
You're not
It's a
popping
fancy
the collar,
jacket.
but
Are you wearing the jacket
stealing
though?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep it.
You're gonna keep it. All right. You stuff one into your bag. So you got a fancy jacket.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm gonna once I leave them safely behind, I want to actually run back to this room and I want to look in the little things next to the bed to see if there's anything worth taking.
And you find nothing
Lame.
really in there. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing exciting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk back to them. I'm gonna say, okay. How do you guys want me to move forward? Do you want me to just keep opening doors? Are we gonna
Just check with us after every room, and we'll keep following.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, what are we doing in this room? Are we doing anything else in this room? Are you guys in this room? Are you going in the bookshelves? What all are you doing?
We'll kind of like just peruse around.
Peruse
see if
around.
anything looks interesting.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the big table.
There's stuff on it?
Well, there's a ton of stuff.
Oh, I want to go look at that stuff.
Yeah, looking at the table, you find a ton of rolled up parchments of various kinds. It's just scattered all around the table. Yeah.
Throw all that shit in the bag.
Can I open one and
Sure.
take a look at it?
Sure.
Okay.
You open one out and you roll it out, and you see it is very clearly a detailed map of a city in Essalund. It actually looks like, well, you would actually know
Bag
this.
it up.
It's the city of Ellenest. Very detailed map of Ellenest.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna look at another one real quick.
Open it up, you find a detailed map of Norcia.
Attack plans.
All right, guys. They've got maps of all the cities, like very detailed maps of all the cities in Essalund. So,
I think we should take them.
yeah,
Take them.
I have a big bag.
sure, do it. I'll grab
Dice
them.
rolls.
Grab them.
Okay, they're a couple of dozen.
Throw them all in.
All right.
As long as they'll fit. They can't weigh very much, so.
Pretty sure that bag is a bottomless hole.
Scrolls aren't very heavy. I'll do detect magic as well while we're just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
And see if anything pops up or in that like book area.
You're not really getting anything in that area that's necessarily magical.
I am going to move forward to that door over there.
So over here, there is light shining from underneath the door.
Light. Can I tell if it's
There
firelight?
is light shining from underneath the door.
Sunlight?
Well, I mean, I feel like sunlight would look like different than firelight. Is it flickering?
Give me a perception check.
15.
Yeah, it's a little flicker to it.
Okay, good. And once again, I don't hear anything. Put up my ear to the door.
You don't hear anything right now, no.
Okay. And I want to kind of like backtrack a little bit and go to this door.
Okay.
Do I see light coming from under that one?
No.
And I don't hear anything?
No.
All right, I'm going to open that one slowly, as if I were the wind.
As if you were the wind. You slowly open that door, and a stench just washes across you. In the middle of the room, you see a large stone basin, but hanging above it from the ceiling on meat hooks are 4 bodies inverted with their throats slit, and you see within the basin a pool of blood.
It's a literal bloodbath.
He has a hot tub.
It's a literal bloodbath.
Okay, cool. Great. Any doors coming off that room?
No.
Okay.
Moonwalk the highway out of that room.
Guy's
all right.
like, please don't go.
I mean, they're all dead, right?
Oh, these guys, yeah,
Okay,
no, they're,
yes, yes.
yeah.
All right, sweet. Okay, I'm going to kind of walk back into that room and be like, okay, well, that is just a room full of dead people bleeding out. And then I'm going to walk back to the door with the light.
Okay.
Aren't I glad we stayed?
This is thrilling.
Yep, and I once again will open the door as if the wind had done it.
Opening the door shines in light. Ooh, it got
Yeah,
really
it's
sticky.
really sticking there, isn't it?
There we go. Whoa. There's a bright light shining. You do see railings leading to a large set of stairs that seem to go down. This hallway continues down, and you see a set of 4 doorways, a doorway across from you as well. Make sure I got this right.
Oh, this is also sketch.
Yep, there's a door. Yeah.
And so can I see that light?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk around and be like, oh my god, I can see finally.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And enter the room with her.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no one in there, right?
No, it's empty.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna go to the railing.
Okay.
Is that like a staircase going?
It's a staircase going down. As you look down, this is a very elaborate staircase, or at least at one point it was. It goes down, and as you look down, you can see that it goes and opens up into a huge, I don't want to call it a foyer, consider it a dance hall if you will. It looks like at one point this is a place where parties were had. This is a huge staircase that leads down.
Ballroom down there. Okay. I want to investigate these other doors. Do you want to get 2 and I'll get 2?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll go get the 2 furthest away.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. And Laura, you're going to head this way? Okay, you going to open up a door?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I take all 3?
Yeah, all 3 is fine. You open up the door, and this is a relatively nice room. There's a bed, a set of dressers, and a chair.
Okay. I open up the dresser and see like what kind of clothes is.
It's actually empty.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of there. Go to the next one.
Slightly smaller, but still a very nice room.
Open up the drawers.
Empty.
Okay. And you?
My turn. Yeah. So same thing with the first one. Yep.
Super small room.
2 beds.
Kind of nice beds, but they're just some beds.
Okay. Back out and go to the next one.
Nice room with a dresser.
Check out the dresser.
Empty.
Is there anything under the bed?
Nothing under the bed.
Okay.
Great. This was super fruitful.
And there's a door there.
Door there.
So I'm gonna check out that door that's closest to me.
You open it up?
Yes.
As if she were the wind.
As if I was the wind.
You open it up, and it's pretty much an empty room. There's some rubble and things around there, but it's pretty empty.
It's just an empty room.
No doors off of it?
No doors off of it.
Weird.
Should we maybe come over here?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Buck's asleep. Like, what? Huh?
I was just gonna head back.
Sunlight.
Yeah, I was gonna
Thought we were gonna
come back
make
and
out or
grab you
something.
guys and tell you that you can jump into that room if you need to.
Yeah. There are all those rooms over there, and they're empty.
Yeah.
Or that
Cool.
side one.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be in here, hanging out.
So there's a door right there.
We're alone
Do
now.
I hear anything off this door?
Give me a perception check.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to do it.
14? No, 13.
You might hear a little rustling, but it's hard to really tell what you're hearing. There might be something, but it's very, very faint. Hard to tell.
Is there light coming from underneath?
There's not light coming from underneath, no.
Interesting.
Well. I'm gonna slowly and gingerly creak the door open.
Okay. So you open the door, and it opens into a large room. Oh, sorry.
What did you see? What did you see?
You see a door here, a door here, a door here, and a door here, as well as a stairwell in the middle that looks to go down.
I hate doors.
Okay, what else is in the room?
It's empty.
Totally empty.
Yeah.
Okay. One of these has to be her freaking bedroom. No, there's more over there.
Over in that corner. The very first one.
So that's closed
Oh, actually,
off.
I'm sorry.
That's-
There's actually 2 doors here. I forgot about this one.
Jesus.
Can I know this because I am me, but does Ilaria, can she tell that this is the same room that like they just made a circle basically? This was the room that there was noise in? Or I guess I can just walk up to it and listen again.
You could probably still hear it.
Yeah, can I just walk up to it and listen again?
Sure. You walk up and you do hear conversation. You also hear a door opening behind you. As the door behind you opens, you do see Spawn coming out, carrying a platter, if you will, and walks this direction. Walks through the door.
I'm going to follow him.
You follow through the door, and you see a dining room bathed in light. You see Sarah sitting at one end, and you see a well-dressed man sitting at the other end. He sits there holding conversation with Sarah as the Spawn comes over, puts down a plate of food as she continues to eat. There are other Spawn in there as well, very well dressed.
Okay. Chip the waiter.
I immediately look at her and go, shh.
She sees you walk in and she's like,
there.
Play it cool. Play it cool.
She's looking at you at the kind of side of her eye. She's looking at him, and every once in a while,
is she like pointing?
No. She's just continuing conversation, eating. They're just having conversations about the day. She's talking about her garden. The well-dressed guy, who is clearly vampiric in nature, sits across and asks relatively genial questions. It was like, and are the crops doing well?
Yeah. So I get no indication whatsoever that he's noticed I'm in that room.
You don't see any indication of that.
Okay. I'm going to say out loud and loud enough for Malibu to hear from where she is, because I know that she's the only one, her and Sarah should be the only people that can hear me. I say, Sarah, don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
If that's Hod, blink twice. Okay, Malibu, Hod is in this room eating dinner with Sarah. Make sure that the two that can be seen are the door is closed. Close your door.
I'm gonna relay that message to them and just kind of slowly close that door.
We'll sit by the door.
Close the door.
Just hang out right there.
Okay.
In the dark.
As the door closes, you're left in the pitch black. And that's when the song hits. I think we're alone.
I'm just like,
Doesn't
no.
seem to be.
It's not the time.
Later.
I'm gonna go back towards that door in case she needs my help.
Which door here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The door that I saw her go through.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I know she can hear me, so I'm like, what's your plan?
Yeah, no, so how can I get directions from her with her just like blinking and stuff? It's literally what I say to you.
Can you ask her to retire early so we know where her bedroom is?
Okay. Sarah, we need you to get out of this room and go back to your room so we can follow you. Can you do that?
Also get all the spawn out of the room.
Yeah, blink twice for yes. Okay, all right. She said that she can get out of here.
Okay.
Okay. Will the path to your bedroom be clear of other spawn? Blink twice for yes, once for no. Shit. Okay, so we're not. I don't know if we're gonna be able to take them.
Well, let's just get to her room first things first, and then we'll figure it out.
All right. So
I got a bedroll.
Just tell them to hold tight, I guess. All right. So I said, all right, let's get out of here then.
What are you two doing?
I don't know. Not making out.
I'm like, all right, so what's the deal with your eyes?
What's the deal with my eyes?
You can see things.
So? I just have really good vision.
I think there's more to it than that.
No, I just have really good vision. And I take the...
Homegirl is not going to give you any information on her backstory.
I'll have a drink.
Yes.
And another.
And another.
Oh, man.
Trying to get each other drunk. I see where this is going.
I'm not that guy.
Never.
Sarah's in the room and she's eating and continuing the conversation with Hod as best she can. And at one point she does say, like, oh, I must admit I am spent. I think that I will retire for the evening. Hod looks a little concerned. Are you sure you're all right? Is there anything I can do for you? It's like, no.
Tell me all your plans.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. I worked a little too hard in the garden today. It will pay off in the long run. I'm very excited about it, but I would like to just retire for the evening. Please do excuse me.
I'm looking forward to a bumper crop of rhubarb.
Sarah stands up. As soon as she does, Hod stands up and bows to her. If she stands up to the other spawn in room, also bow to her as well. And she turns and she bids him a good evening and walks through.
And follow immediately, avoiding the spawn.
Follow immediately. Before the door closes behind, you're able to swing behind her.
Are you coming?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's...
Yeah, I'm not even in that room, so I don't...
okay.
Yeah.
It's just me. Oh my god. That's fine.
So she leads through a room over there. There's a doorway. Oh god. Doorway across the hall right there. And she walks in through... Burp, burp, burp.
Now, see, if we could have just had a door right there.
This is a sucky location for a bedroom.
She walks in, closes the door behind her. I'm assuming you're following her in, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. She follows you in. She's like, I'm afraid we haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my dear.
First of all, please keep your voice down.
Oh, God.
But it is an absolute pleasure. My name is Ilaria.
Ilaria, welcome to my home.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a beautiful room that you have here.
Thank you. Now, do tell me, where are your friends?
Well, as you know, two of my companions entered your room of sunlight.
Yes.
Yes.
And?
That broke the potion spell that was keeping them shadowed from
I
all
see.
of the spawn.
So
they're hiding.
I see. Yes, that's probably a very good idea.
Yes. And then my other companion is just outside of the dining room that you were in.
Oh, really? Oh, very interesting.
She couldn't sneak in with me. The doors don't stay open long enough. We have to be very, very careful.
I see. So somehow they're not able to see you clearly.
Yes, there's two of us that they can see and two of us that they can't right now.
Outstanding. So here's the thing. I tell you what, we should all get together. Where are your friends?
A few rooms back.
A few rooms back. There are a lot of rooms here.
Yeah. Do you know the area with several bedrooms down one long hallway?
Oh, the guest quarters, yes.
Yes, they're in an empty storage closet or something that's back over there.
I still haven't finished that room after centuries.
Room. Okay.
People. That's where they're hiding?
That's where two of them are hiding. The other, like I said, as long as she stayed there, should still be outside the dining room. Either that or she's gone back to them.
I see. Well, give some time and Hod will retire for the evening.
Okay.
And then I shall go and we'll discuss things from there.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
Malibu, while all this is going on, you see the spawn coming out with all of the dishes and everything. They just peer through these doors.
I slip in the door. I see him and kind of quickly run to the other corner.
Run to the other corner. He's just sitting there.
Pouting.
I'm just in a room with the vampire, I go and slide to the other door, and I'm like, oh my god, open the door.
You are unfortunately in this room, so give me a perception check. Let's see if you can hear her.
I get on the floor and I'm under the crack.
9.
You're under your...
I take my mirror out.
She's in another room with the door closed behind her. There's just a mirror looking into the door. What's going on? What are you two doing?
real bored. What are they doing out there? I'm just hanging out, waiting for our signal.
Getting riggedy wrecked.
Yep, partying.
Good times. Constitution check upcoming. Okay. Sarah comes back to you and is like, okay, I will be able to get there once Hod retires, but I don't want him to see me up. Can you let me know when he...
Absolutely.
Fabulous.
There's this one small problem.
What's that?
I can't open the door to that room.
Oh, that would be a giveaway, wouldn't it? That would be... All right.
I can listen from the door.
Okay, all right. Listen for the door when he leaves. Come and let me know.
Which door is he leaving out of, do you know?
I'm not sure. It depends on his mood.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he wants to go down the East Hall. Yeah. Sometimes he feels like a West Hall at night.
Well, okay. I'm going to... So I'm going to imagine that he is coming out of this door, since that's closest to his bedroom.
Okay.
So I'm going to stand right by the other one here.
You stand right here?
Yeah, because no one will see me.
You stand by the door and you see a little mirror sticking over a little voice. Open the door!
Oh, okay. Well, I can't. But okay, so as soon as he leaves, let me know, and then she's gonna get us all through. So just hang out. It's fine. He can't see you.
You get to see the uncomfortable things he does when he's in a room alone.
He nibbling on somebody's finger.
Undoes his
real quick
pants,
before
just belches.
he does anything. I'm gonna say, hey Malibu, just give him a once over. Is he got any interesting looking jewelry or something that could be magic?
I don't want to do that. I really
don't touch him. Just look at him.
Oh,
anything we should pay extra special attention to.
I assess his clothing situation because I can easily recognize what's going on there.
Okay.
It's very fashionable.
You gonna get close or you gonna stay right there?
I'm gonna kind of stay towards the end of the table.
Okay, so maybe around over here?
Yeah.
Alright. Tailoring is impeccable. Fine jewels. Guy has spectacular taste in jewelry and the finer things in life. We're talking about high quality stuff.
High quality stuff.
High quality. Very expensive stuff. Super expensive stuff.
Okay. I have learned that.
You've learned that.
Doesn't like art much.
As you're watching him, he stands up, turns, and he walks out that door. Out of sight.
Okay, I go back to the door. I'm like, he's gone.
Okay, then I go back through the other door and tell her he's gone. Oh, and I open the door for Malibu.
Oh my god.
All right, he's gone.
So I guess since he's gone, we can go get them and bring them back.
Well, she said she was coming, right?
Oh,
I would like to speak with you all. I mean,
do you want to
would you rather bring them here, or would you like me to go to meet them?
What's safer? I would like.
If we could just go to them, that might be the best.
Well, if I'm seen, it will arouse suspicion, and if they're seen, it will arouse death. So
yeah. I feel like you could maybe wiggle your way out of that situation a little bit easier.
Well, we could always go ahead of her and tell her if anyone's coming.
That's true. You just hang out.
Her room was safe though, too. From the original message.
Let's go get them real quick. Let's just go. Because we'll see. We'll be able to see.
I guess if no one's around, we can open doors. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's go get them.
Go get them.
Okay, so you're going through here. You're just going after them.
Yeah, I want to make sure I stop and listen to the doors before I go through each one and make sure I don't hear anything.
Perception check.
Was on
17.
17. You do hear some rustling out there, but it's hard to tell where it's coming from.
But
I will open the door as if I were the wind.
A very drafty manor house.
With no windows whatsoever.
With no windows whatsoever. You open the door, and it sounds like the noise you're hearing is coming from down the stairwell.
Great.
You do hear a lot of stuff going on from down that stairwell.
Cool. I'm going to avoid that stairwell, plow through to the next door.
Running over there? What are you doing, Malibu?
I'm going to stay right there by that. I'm going to actually get close to this staircase to see if somebody's coming up or down.
All right.
Or whatever.
Keep an eye on there.
I'm going to go through that door.
Go get him.
I'm going to be like, come on,
what's wrong?
dummies.
Well, I'm offended by that. What the fuck?
Who you calling the Tums?
Oh, God.
That's what you get for leaving him with that jug that long. Man.
We're going to take that away next time we have to leave him somewhere.
Right.
You do
well, I'm just going to go. Yeah, I'm like,
go.
fuck this.
Yeah, follow. Yeah,
fuck,
there's a
I'm
clear
out here.
path right now. Let's
Wait, I'm looking down the stairs. Do I see anybody coming up?
Perception check.
Oh, man. 11?
You don't see anybody coming up.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Go.
So I'm like, where's the room? Where's the room?
Go through that and go to the door on the right.
Just plowing on a mission.
Which door?
And
Door on the right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I see her.
And I put
No, she's
my
in the
arm
room.
No, well, I don't see
around
her.
Bucks and attempt to help him down the path.
Ah, yes. Let's go.
Did I see
Give me a
anybody?
Constitution check, Bucks.
God damn it.
Are you feeling lucky, Bucks?
Not terribly. I rolled a 10.
As you're pulling him through here, Buck stumbles around and he does kind of fall to the ground, making a little bit of a noise onto the floor. Yes, that's something that happens. What do you do now?
I say, Malibu, help me. We gotta get him through here
I
quick.
get on the other side of Bucks and
Oh, I said Malibu, help me. We gotta get him through
we
here quick.
run towards the door.
You're running to the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You're running towards the door. Everybody give me a dexterity check, all three of you.
I'm good at dex 3.
10?
Oh my god.
6.
Oh.
I'm glad I fucking left behind. Like, fuck that.
Bucks, as you're approaching the door, Bucks loses his footing, falls flat down again. You both try to catch him, but you are not able to catch him up. You do hear a door latch behind you as the door starts to open up.
I use my strength to push him through the door.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
I use Cloak of Shadows.
Do you have Cloak of Shadows?
Oh yeah.
What does that do for you again?
I can turn invisible.
I got a 19.
Inshippable.
You got a 19. So you push Bucks, and as you push him, he disappears into thin air, and you see nothing in front of you anymore.
Yeah, you hear. You can't see me.
Oh my god. I go into the room and close the door
All right.
behind us.
Door closed behind. As the door is closing, you see the door opposite opening up as you see some spawn coming out and looking around.
Okay, we gotta get him.
We gotta book it.
So I can't feel him anymore?
He's invisible, but I think you'll be able to.
Okay, so I grab a hold of him and I just kind of usher him.
How do you know where he is?
Well, because like I
can feel him.
I just pushed him in. Yeah, I just
All
pushed
right,
him
I'll
in.
let you do it. You're grabbing him, pushing him away,
Go into there.
going through the door where you run
Close
into
it.
Aura.
Whee!
Took you guys long enough. Jeez.
Wait.
What?
You know.
He's invisible.
I
Take him
wanted
off
to
the
leave
map.
earlier.
I couldn't leave the party.
I didn't see you do that. I was like, where did he go?
He's invisible. He's invisible.
Okay.
You guys going in here?
Yeah.
All right, you guys go in.
That should make it like
behind
12
us.
seconds I'm visible again.
Sure.
Shut and locked behind us.
Sarah's sitting there on a couch looking at you. He's like, is he okay?
No.
No.
I'm good.
That's a very vague question.
Okay, well, I have to say I'm impressed you've made it this far. Well done.
Do you have any bread?
Bread?
Something that he could eat. Just,
I don't have any now. I just finished dinner. I could have grabbed some before then.
oh, well. It's all right.
I'm just gonna take these rolls to bed with me.
Just need these for later.
Little snack.
As you walk in the room and meet Sarah, the first thing that you really notice, again, this area is bathed in light. There are beautiful plants, and these plants have these huge flowers that are so aromatic. It just smells amazing in here. She looks at you and she's like, please make yourselves comfortable. I wish I had more to offer you, but this is all I have.
Sarah,
But
is there any chance that one of the Spawn or Hot or anyone would be coming in here?
not in my room.
Okay,
They
perfect.
will never be allowed in my room.
Good. Thank you.
Do we recognize these plants?
Not really.
They
no.
like part of a spell that we might have used
No.
before?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're nothing unusual, but they are just very floral. Yeah. She looks at you all and says, so I have to admit it was very exciting when I saw you. I haven't had that kind of thing happen in forever. And the fact that you even brought up
Harvey.
Harvey.
Her husband.
Yes.
The rabbit.
The fact you even brought up Harvey got me to thinking. I've been here too long. And he's been in the world too long.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm sure you've met the hunters.
Yes.
Those guys are jerks.
Bunch of ding-dongs.
I'm sure they try their hardest, but the reality is you can't destroy a Lich. I almost hate calling it that. You can't destroy a Lich unless you destroy the phylactery.
The phylactery?
No, no, dear, not the phylactery.
Where's the phylactery?
I just slowly put my hand over his mouth.
And say, hush.
Shush.
So Harvey made a deal to keep me safe, but I'm sure he had a little self-interest involved as well. I know how to destroy the phylactery. In fact, I'm the only one that can destroy the phylactery.
Welcome to the team.
Yeah, welcome to the team. Let's do this.
You should be aware, though. Leaving here, Harvey will know.
That's kind of good, though, right? We want him to
like
come to us.
Probably already knows we're coming.
Yeah, well, definitely.
He's like, who?
Here's what? What?
To deal with a suit soul problem. Jesus. I got my ex after me.
If you can get me to Harvey, I will help you end this.
Why did he put you here?
He wanted to protect me
From him?
from the world.
What in the world?
He's afraid the world will hurt me. You don't understand how much we cared for each other.
Okay. So he had you put here before he turned into this
Oh,
other
no,
person?
no.
After.
This was after. I thought he had died, and when he came back to me and I saw what he had become, maybe I didn't handle it the best, but he became concerned, and he wanted me to join him. When I refused, he insisted that I would change my mind as time caught up with me, and had me sent here until maybe that would happen, waiting for the day we could be reunited again.
Okay. And how is he tied up with Hod? Do you know?
They made some arrangement, however long ago it was, to keep me here and keep me safe. Whatever that arrangement was, I don't know. There were some other things going on that I'm not aware of, but, you know.
What's Hod up to?
I'm sorry, what?
Who's Hod? What's he up to?
What do you mean?
He's doing stuff.
He's the main vampire.
No, I know.
Like, what is he up to?
What is he
like
doing?
with all the boats.
Are they, well, I haven't seen boats, but I've seen a lot of work. They've been going down into some
Yeah,
cellars.
they're making a bunch of boats.
Yeah, so it almost looks to
boats.
us like perhaps he's setting up an army. Do you know anything about this?
I know that there have been more and more spawns showing up recently. I know that I don't know how they're keeping the fawns fed.
Oh, people.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed as much, but there aren't any people on this
They're bringing
island.
people in.
So Harvey made a deal with Hod.
Apparently he made a deal with Hod. Hod has been my protector since I've been here. And I have to say, he has not been unkind. But again, this has been my home for several hundred years at this point.
So where do we need to take you?
Well, we had a homestead that was outside of Respite.
Oh, that's underground now.
I'm sorry?
Your house is underground. There was a bone bull man.
Oh yeah, we went there.
I got a jacket.
Don't listen.
Okay, all right.
You can tell us where we need to go.
Well, our home is where I last saw him. That was just north of Respite, but
Sure.
it's under.
Yeah,
he might not be there anymore.
We didn't see him there.
There's a painting of this island there. I saw it. Like, we might have it. Do we have it?
We have it. I think you have it. As a matter of fact.
Let's try to turn it around.
So is your home where the phylactery is?
No, my home is wherever he is. He wouldn't let it out of his sight. Sorry?
It's very sweet.
The phylactery is where he is?
Yes, he wouldn't let it out of his sight.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, you said my home is where he is. That's where the heart is. Okay, so if he's not at your house, is there anywhere else you know of that he would go?
That might be harder to find. I don't know what his plans are. What got you here?
The painting.
The painting brought you here. You were sent, I'm assuming, by the hunters to find
In part.
Harvey. Sorry, the Lich. You found a painting that led you here. I see. I'm not sure. I don't know what he's planning.
Does she have a chain of bars?
I'm sorry.
Harvey owns the heart of the Lich. It's a bunch of bars.
He always was a romantic, but I don't think he has.
Their biscuits are
bars.
pretty good.
How about we figure where we're going after we figure out how to get out of here?
That sounds like a great plan. She seems to be the smart one. I like this.
That's why I like her.
Here's what I know. Hod doesn't sleep. He will be around. The Spawn don't sleep. They will be around. Getting your friends out of here might be difficult. But
I don't sleep either.
Are there any alternate entrances or exits to the
Oh, no,
castle
there's-
besides the front?
it's the only way I've come in or out. Well, actually, I haven't even left. It's through the front doors. I'm sorry.
Phylactery.
What?
What?
We're just falling apart now.
It's for the best.
He's actually drunk.
He's actually drunk. We can find a way out. We'll have to go now. And we'll have to be careful.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a hell of a lot longer than it's going to take to get out of here. So we're going to call that a night tonight.
Careful's my middle name.
Oh my god.
Smells like fire.
Fire!
Yeah.
Fire!
Oh, it does.
Fire, fire,
It's
fire!
gonna bump.
Yeah.
So, voice of God, what kind of questions we got?
Alrighty.
Rightio.
Not many questions.
Got title suggestions?
We've got some title suggestions. Has anyone heard of Daily Motion?
Oh, yeah.
People are asking if we were on that.
We are not on Daily Motion.
I thought that was an exercise app.
It sounds like it would be.
Definitely not an extra.
There is one called Daily something.
And Hero Legend 4 is where reviewers who sent edits that you put on Discord.
Oh, yeah. No, he's done some photo edits of the characters on our Discord channel. He did one of you, he did one of me, and they're really cool.
Photo edits?
Yeah, he'll take some pictures of us and he'll make them look fancy and cool and everything. You should definitely check it out the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this thing is.
I've been trying, Hero. I've been trying. We'll get there. We'll
I want
teach him
to
how to
see
do
it though.
We'll definitely get him to her.
And then we have some titles.
What are the title suggestions?
We have Buffy the Vampire Sarah, Xbox Evil Within, Xbox Rats, Lich Stitch, the Lich Stitch.
The Lich Sitch.
I like the Lich Sitch.
Hank, Hod, and Harvey.
Hank, Hod, and Harvey? Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm leaning towards either Lich Sitch or Hank,
I like
Hod,
the
and
Lich.
Harvey.
I like the Lich
I like
Sitch.
the Lich Sitch.
Lich Sitch. Lich Sitch it is. Lich Sitch.
Who suggested that?
Yeah, who was that one? Oh.
Submitted it.
Actor submitted it from the back over there. He formally submitted it as the Lich Sitch. Well, thanks, Actor, for that one. Appreciate that. All right, so you all have made it into this huge vampiric mansion. Now you got to figure out how to get out. And that's what we'll be doing, not in 2 weeks, but in 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
We're actually, it's going to be longer than that because we're going to take our holiday break after our 100th episode. So it's
Surely I'll remember everything.
January 2018, we'll make it out of this building.
We can talk about it if we want to hold one later on, but normally we do take like the end of December off and we just kind of go dark for a little bit. But we can talk about it if you guys want to have one. We'll negotiate. The 100th episode.
Oh, we're not doing this. We're doing something special.
Yeah, we'll do something special on the 100th episode. So, who knows how this is going to end? We'll find out soon. I got to take pictures of all the things. I don't know where everything is. But we'll get
the second time in like 30 minutes that many of our characters have been whisked away to a magical different world. God damn, what is happening?
Why does this keep happening to us? Ah!
I would like to give a special shout out to Kristen for today's faces you were making the entire time, especially when you guys are having that conversation.
Always.
Spot on. I was dying over here. It was so great. So great.
I can't hide my feelings very well.
I wish I could see them. Which conversations were the best?
It was when they were in the garden room with the lady.
Oh,
Sarah,
yeah.
And she was revealing things and her face was just going nuts. It was the best.
I was definitely not expecting you to teleport into the room bathed in sunlight. That was...
That kind of dampened it.
That was definitely something. Yeah. But you know...
Now we know.
Be on your toes.
You know what?
The door is probably just...
I gotta say, yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but holy cow, I kind of love it.
It was a really cool spell.
I'd never done it before, so I figured that was a good place.
Yeah, it was a great place to do it. It totally makes sense to do to get through a door. You just didn't know it was on the other side of the door.
Oh,
could have been a dragon.
It's like, this wasn't supposed to happen yet.
Again, it was a vampire riding a dragon.
Vampire riding a dragon. Teleport in. Levitate your way out.
Did I leave my car here? No.
Oh, so that's when she does cast levitate and you just slowly drift up.
Bye.
See everybody.
Dragon's like, I can fly.
I mean, just so you know, I'm out of here. Okay, so we are going to... oh my god, stop your things. Jeez. We are going to get out of here. Thanks all for hanging out tonight. Again, in 2 weeks, we're going to have our 100th episode. We'll do some special stuff. We'll give away some things. We'll have a ton of fun. We may even see some cross-adventure pollination going on. Oh
my gosh.
That's amazing. Go for it.
Even though we won't be here in 2 weeks, every Monday we're doing Movie Source Monday tomorrow night on rabbit.it/thebirdiesaurus. We're watching the original 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And next Thursday, not the one coming up, or next Tuesday, not the one coming up, but the following, we'll be doing a special Rabbit recast of this episode of Essalund. You can jump on and watch live with me, and we can chit chat about what's going on and get some insight and inside information. If you were on the last one, you saw that Actor gave some super secret info about the one shot that only Rabbit viewers got to know. So join us again, rabb.it/thebirdiesaurus, but join the Discord. You get all the information there.
Yeah, make sure you join our Discord. If you're looking around, there should be a link in the doobly-doo where you can join our Discord. Remember that Black Friday is coming up. If you like Heroes Awesome on a t-shirt, there's a sale going on for Black Friday, so keep an eye on those discounts. But again, remember the main thing is that you're here, you're hanging out, you're having fun. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell all the people to come hang out with us. Thanks especially to all of our patrons on Patreon. We could not keep this going without you. Clearly that's a thing because I'm apparently going to have to replace a mic. So
I don't know, I like this one.
You keep forgetting to use it.
I feel like a game show host, though.
But we really do appreciate it. You really do keep the lights and the sound and the gaming going on. Thanks to all y'all for hanging out. When are you doing again?
I got about 3 weeks.
Oh my God! Can you not? I'm so excited about that. All right, we will see all of you in another.
Could be a real big surprise for the 100th
Oh
episode.
yeah, that's when I start live streaming. All right, hold on.
Nope. Only the doctor's gonna see what happens.
While I'm thinking about it, special congratulations to Craig Huizeweeder Benjamin. They just had their baby, what was it, Saturday? Or was it Friday or Saturday, Elizabeth? Friday? Friday. just had their baby Ada. Congratulations. We got to visit her before we showed up here, and she's just freaking adorable. Congratulations, Craig and China. You guys are awesome. Can't wait to spend more time with your new family. Other than that, we are going to see all of you later. Thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye. Man, it takes so long to get that clear.